and dedication. Amaya Howard, escorted by Bonita Woods, John Woods, Antonio Howard, and Bomi Wilson. Avery Aldridge, escorted by Deanna Aldridge, mother, and Lucas Aldridge, brother. Brianna Butler, escorted by Kiki Bosley, mother, Zacharias Bosley, brother, Keisha Mosley, aunt, Tyrona Taylor, grandmother. Farah Ferry, escorted by Jessica Monroe, mother, Jalen Monroe, brother, Connie Monroe, grandmother, and Jesse Monroe, grandfather. Felicia Dolo, escorted by Kiva Dolo, mother, Jeff Dolo, father, Jeff Dolo, junior brother, and Elisa Basa, grandmother.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Longview Game Day. Chuck Zach, Keaton Daniels, Frank Sides coming at you live from North Forney High School. We are at the Better Life Stadium on the campus of the North Forney Falcons, where we're getting ready for a monster. If you're going to have a Halloween reference, this is it. It's a monster matchup tonight between the Longview Lobos and the North Forney Falcons. And tell you what, we're in the middle of a four-team tie for first place in 10-6A. There's a lot of stuff that's got to be solved, and we're going to do some of that right here tonight, Keaton.
Yes, sir. You got 2 weeks left of football for a lot of teams. Man, you got a lot on the line for the Longview Lobos. It starts tonight. Pretty much playoffs with a lot on the line. Starts with these two teams. Both of us are sitting up top with two other teams with one loss on our record. A lot can be determined tonight, but it takes the play of us to be able to dictate which direction that we want to be able to go. A lot rides tonight. It feels like a playoff game. We're going to call it a playoff game. It's Halloween. It's cold. It's dark outside. It's football weather. This is where teams will start to be remembered later in the season right here tonight.
So you're doing it's a little scary tonight. Is that what you're saying? In effect?
You have to throw a little scary effect in there. Get everybody wound up. Get the juices flowing a little bit. Get everybody pumped. Set the stage and let the players dictate which direction we go.
It's a four-way tie. We said North Forney, Longview are both tied at 3-1. So are the combination of Rockwall, Heath, and Forney. So we've got four all sitting in the spot to try to claim a district title. And just outside those four is Rockwall High School. And of course, they are also still in this conversation, but basically everybody else's fate hinges on if Rockwall loses tonight.
Yes.
If they're out tonight, then almost everybody else in this district is able to claim a playoff spot. Here's what we've got in scenarios tonight. North Forney needs a win over the Lobos and a Rockwall loss, and they clinch their spot. Forney needs a win over Legacy and a Rockwall loss, and they clinch their spot. Longview needs a win over North Forney and a Rockwall loss, and we clinch our spot. And Rockwall Heath just needs to beat Rockwall. So all four teams that are 3-1 all will clinch a playoff spot if Rockwall Heath beats Rockwall tonight. Of course, the loser of North Forney and Longview still has to deal with one more week worth, but 3 of the 4 at least will have their spot. And, of course, for the Lobos, we've already played Rockwall, and we beat them.
Yes, sir.
So we've got the tie break with them if it came down to that.
Yes, sir.
For Rockwall, they got to win tonight or their season's basically over.
Must-win games from them. It's pretty much kind of been their way the last couple of weeks here. They kind of put themselves at the back of the pack to start their district off. I mean, yeah, but they had a tough slate ahead of us. They played us, played a few other teams, had a chance to beat this North Forney team. I believe they was up at 22 points against them at one point in time in that game, to let them come back and beat them for our last second 2-point conversion to ultimately give them an L. So they've been in situations to where they could have overcome. The ball could have bounced their way. It could have went a little differently. But here they are needing a lot of help. But at the same time, they still control their own destiny. They just need to win these last 2 games.
Yeah. Forney and Longview are the two teams that are kind of eyeballing each other. Winning the district's great. You want to hang a banner for John King. It would be his 18th district championship, and we'll circle back to that conversation in a while. Mm-hmm. But to be honest with you, Forney and Longview will be the Division II playoff teams, and North Forney and Rockwall Heath and Rockwall whoever will be the Division I teams.
Yes, sir.
So for us, it's a matter of we need Forney somewhere in here to lose. They've got Tyler Legacy tonight. They've got, I believe, Rockwall Heath next week. So in a week, we're going to be Rockwall Heath fans.
Absolutely.
In fact, you can probably be their fans twice.
Absolutely.
Root for them to beat Rockwall tonight. Root for them to beat Forney next week. If that happens, the Lobos will have the Division I spot, which means we'll get the second place Division II team from the neighboring district.
And that means we'll be traveling on the road for the first round of the playoff week 1, instead of having that home field playoff game.
We don't want that.
We don't want that, but hey, last time we had that, we're not going to talk about that, but we just need to take care of our business, and then we just let the rest go where they may.
And my understanding is about that first round, we won't necessarily have to go to a road game in somebody else's stadium because of a deal that happened almost 10 years ago. We're going to be able to claim at least a neutral site game, is what I understand. If we are not the district champions and don't get to host round 1, we're actually not going to have to travel all the way down to
Houston,
wherever to play. We would actually get to play a neutral site game instead, so half the travel anyway.
That means we probably may meet up in.
Don't say it.
We'll probably meet up in the LP area.
I do have to say this before we get too far into the broadcast. Share. We want the whole state of Texas watching this one tonight. These are two of the best teams, two of the best programs, filled full of athletic talent and college commits, and click share for us. That's the least you could do for these kids.
Yeah, across DFW, I have seen so many sites, so many places deem this as the game of the week, the game of the night. So none other than the boys from East Texas coming up here to the city to lay claims on what is rightfully ours.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen some of those Dallas pundits think the Longview Lobos are going to lose by a couple scores too.
And they love to hate us because they ain't us. That's one of my favorite phrases that I love to tell everybody that's from Dallas that hate the Lobos is because you hate to see a team that's not from your area come up here to your area and dominate your area. You don't want somebody to come in and take that crown. No. So of course they're going to cheer against us week in and week out. But we love it. That's one of the things that why Coach King has always said it doesn't matter where we play at. We'll play you on the sidewalk. It don't matter what we play you in. We will come to you and come dominate you every single time. Last
week, North Forney rolled over Royce City. We'll see them next week. A little bit of a surprise. We kind of thought that was going to be a little closer, and they jumped out on them 27-0 pretty early, or 28-0 early, and rolled to a 47-0 win. They picked up 634 yards of offense, which is a big night. 450 of that on the ground. This North Forney team, for all the accolades for Legend Bay being the quarterback, they run the football.
A team that is kind of built with their identity just like we are pretty much. Want to start out with a run-first mindset and then let the pass dictate the bigger plays. But Legend Bay is one of the top 25 athletes in the country, a Tennessee commit. His name is Legend for a reason. If you give him any type of daylight, that guy can go out there and he can make the most of it. Unfortunately, when we played him last year, he didn't have the best of games, but it's just one of those things. Our defense is very special. We look to kind of hopefully duplicate this same performance.
They had 248 and 3 touchdowns last week. They're not a one-man show, however. They've got 2 running backs that will cause trouble if you let them. Corday Woodard, who was not on this team last year, at least not on the field, had 153 yards against Royce City. He's going to get to 1,000 yards this season if he gets 7 yards against the Lobos. He will be their second 1,000-yard runner because Bay's already got that. Their third runner, Andy Asukwo, he had 134 last week with a touchdown. He's in the 600-700-yard range right now for rushing. So between the 3 guys, they're going to have probably by the end of the night something around 3,000 yards between those 3 guys carrying the football. Royce City, who has been pretty good offensively this year. Yeah. Jamarian Richardson's been pretty good. They held them to 144 yards of offense last week, so it's a double whammy.
I want to give a special shout-out real quick and go off kilter. Give a shout-out to the band who finished second place in the military performance this week. A team, a band that went all the way to Waco, performed, did their thing, performing here tonight. Got to turn all the way back around tomorrow, perform at halftime with SFA, with the Lumberjacks. So a band that is making noise. Now they're coming in to do the same thing for the Lobo football team. We got to give them their flowers while we can.
Not only noise, harmonious noise.
Harmonious noise. Gotta love it. The best band in East Texas land, like we like to call it.
Amen. Longview last week, 31-7 win over Rockwall Heath. I'll argue with anybody that says that wasn't their best game of the year. I thought they played lights out on both sides of the ball. Jumped out to a 28-0 lead. One fumble cost them a chance probably for a shutout, to be honest with you, because we were rolling. Hamilton Trey threw for 277 and a couple of scores. Jaden Herndon had 5 passes for 116 yards. Lobo defense, Lawson Tubb, of course, 14 tackles last week. And Philip Hamilton has all of a sudden become this outstanding pass rusher.
Yes, sir.
He had a couple of sacks last week. The team, 10 tackles for loss. And Rockwall Heath, who came in rolling as well, 173 yards of offense. Lobos played extremely well last week.
Complete lights out performance, all 3 phases of the game. This is what you want to see later on in the season for the Lobos, and gotta love it.
You guys recognize that tune, I'm sure.
I wonder if they played that at the competition.
Probably at the end of it.
Probably did.
Yes, sir.
Just saying.
You know, we wanted to volunteer to stream that competition there at Lobo Stadium, but our experience in the past, in case you're wondering out there, it's basically 13 hours of unlicensed music. It wouldn't have been on air by the time the Lobos were marching, so that's why we weren't there, folks.
Well, you could have done it on YouTube but not on Facebook. Facebook would have shut you down instantly.
Possibly, yes, but...
All right, a year ago, it was 21-0 Lobos beating North Forney. 3rd straight district title for Longview. 43rd overall. John King 17th. It was a typical Longview day last year. The offensive combination of Boosie and Buster with almost 300 yards on the ground, and the defense pitched a shutout against Legend Bay and this very team that we talk about. So if you're North Forney, you certainly remember all that.
Absolutely.
If you're Coach Barry and his staff, you got to pull back that folder and see what we did last year to contain Legend Bay, and hope you've got the horses to be able to do it again this year.
Absolutely. That game last year had a lot of district accolades on the line, whether it's a district championship, offensive MVP on the line, and it was back and forth thing. A lot of people would want to say Legend Bay was going to be that. A lot of people were saying Boosie, but that game right there solidified Boosie and then also kicked Legend Bay down, but just because of the performance of the Lobos as a team was able to do against this North Forney Falcons team.
He was 6 of 19 for 55 yards throwing the ball. He ran it 13 times for 35 yards, so he didn't even pick up 100 yards of total offense, while Boosie was running for 204 and a score.
Well, I tell you what, this summer, this young man has put in a lot of work. He looked completely different from the quarterback position. His feet looks a lot more settled. He looks a lot better for playing quarterback, not only just showing how much of an athlete he is, but showing you how much his game has grown as a quarterback.
It is 62 degrees here in North Forney. Beautiful night. No call for any precipitation. We should just fly through this one with great weather. This is a new facility they built out here. Frank and I were commenting about that in the pregame, about the Forney ISD, and why don't we have North Forney or Falcons or whatever in the end zone. That's a Forney ISD.
Yeah.
I mean, the district controls all this, and they put their moniker on it. And on the facilities around, you got home of the Falcons on their indoor that you see on the other side. But still, it's a Forney ISD thing, and so they kept the stadium fairly neutral. But it's a brand new facility.
And I tell you, when you look at this field, when you're watching film versus North Forney, watching film against North Forney or watching film for Forney, the field looks exactly the same. And I was like, you sure they playing in a different stadium? Because it looks the exact same as the one that Forney plays in.
And have one very cool aspect when you come up the elevator. You actually look out over
at the basketball court.
Basketball court behind us, which is kind of crazy the way they set that up. People have talked about Longview's press box being attached to the school the way it is. This one's actually attached to the back of their basketball
Absolutely.
gym.
It's actually a cool layout the way that they have it. Since this is our first time playing here, just overlooking just how everything is built, I'm actually impressed with it. You can see the baseball field from where we at in the press box. You see the nice runway that the visitors have to walk up to be able to get to their seats. Man, you can see pretty much everything. the athletic room or the locker rooms or indoor facilities. All of that is nice, the way everything is set up.
Lobos come in 5-3 with a 3-1 district mark. North Forney is 7-1 with a 3-1 district mark. And Marcus Shaver's the head coach here at North Forney. This is his 10th year coaching. He has bounced around. He's been at Lubbock Estacado. He's been at McKinney. Now he's on his second year at North Forney. In his 10 years, he's picked up 70 wins and 42 losses. He's 15-5 here at North Forney over the last year plus. The record's a little deceiving, though, when I sat down and studied it a little this week. We look at that 7-1 and go, man, they're killing folks. 51-0, 55-10, 49-14, 55. Okay. Well, Dallas Skyline's 1-6 on the year.
Absolutely.
51-0. Plano East is 1-7 on the year. Beat them 55-10. Mesquite's 1-7. Beat them 49-14. Mansfield Lake Ridge is 6-2, and they beat them 55-28. And then we got into district play. Their non-district record opponents are 9-22. Lobos beat Lufkin, Marshall, lost to Oak Cliff, and Ruston. Those four teams at the moment are 5-3, 6-2, 8-1, 6-2, 25-8.
Absolutely.
So our strength of schedule,
big difference,
really high. Theirs, not so much. They beat up some teams that aren't very good, put up some big video game numbers against them, but they have not seen the caliber of opponents that the Lobos have seen this year.
Yes, sir. And that's one of the things that Coach King makes no mistakes about. He wants to be able to be challenged, especially those first 3 or 4 games of the season, to know what type of team he has going forward and know how to be able to make adjustments. As you catch the Lobos out there getting their last little minute talks in before we get ready to tee this thing off. This North Forney team, they're getting ready to come out there, tone them down. This is senior night, big game for both teams.
Yeah, and back to Chuck's point, it's not apples to apples here, but the Rockwall Heath team that came into Longview and scored 7 points or so dropped 55 on this team a few weeks ago. So
56, actually.
I thought it was, my bad.
56-55.
Makes a huge difference in the grand scheme of things,
yes,
I suppose. I thought it was 55-54. And I didn't get a chance to see how that finished. Turns out Forney had scored to tie it and had the extra point blocked.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the extra point block.
Yeah, I thought it was a 2-point conversion.
I thought it was too.
Which is somewhat even more demoralizing.
Yes.
North Forney comes in averaging 52 points a game. They give up about 18. Lobos come in averaging about 33 points a game, and they give up just under 20 points a game. For John King, who's up in the press box next to us.
Right next door to us, yep.
We get to see his actual reaction to everything happening now. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I'm going to love it.
238 wins in his 22nd season. And the Lobos and Coach King are 2 wins away from some milestones. For the Lobos, 2 more wins gets them 800 as a school. There are only 4 other schools that have 800 wins plus in the state of Texas. Highland Park with 900 plus now. Mart, Amarillo, Temple, Refugio is the other one. There are 5 that will be at 800 wins. If the Lobos can pick up a win here and a win next week against Royce City, we will hit the 800 win plateau as well. John King needs 2 more wins to get to 240. So we're moving up milestones.
Would love for us to be able to take care of that at home on a senior night, a way to conclude the regular season of our schedule, to be able to come away with a big accolade of 800 wins. Love that, but got to take care of this game tonight in order to get yourself that opportunity next week to do that.
Lobos are considered about an 8-point favorite from a site that I watch pretty closely. It's really analytic. They say Lobos by about 8. By the way, Rockwall, a point favorite over Rockwall Heath tonight. We don't know if Prosper Neal's going to play tonight. Quarterback that the Lobos kind of beat up last week in the game over at Lobo.
Hoping that young man is okay. He was kind of one of the engines of that team. Once he went down, the energy of that team also went as well.
So we have access to the officials' mic tonight. So at the coin toss here, we may lay out and see how this thing works so we can actually hear what's going on down on the field, if you guys don't mind.
We'll do that. Captains, by the way, we're done with doing it by decades or numbers now. We just got captains out there according to, I guess, whatever they want to do. So from right to left, I see Decaden Carter out there. You saw Keelan Cummings out there.
Yes, sir.
Jersey.
I saw Jersey. I saw
Beckett Cox. And you will note the black uniforms and the blue numbers. It's going to be a challenge for us because we're a long way away from the field tonight to be accurate with who the players are for North Forney. Their captains, by the way, out there, they're a 0, 2, and 99. That's JNV Williams is 0. Deuce Gilbert is number 2. And number 99 is Matthew Garcia. And JNV's great spelling, JYNV. JNV Williams.
Easy to pronounce that. Nothing from the officials there. Yeah.
We got that. Lobos won the toss. They defer to the second half. That's easy enough.
Didn't turn his mic on there.
It did not.
Longview has won the toss, and they will defer.
It is what it is.
Here we go.
So Longview going to start on defense when we get ready to go.
That's the matchup of all matchups tonight.
Yep.
Lobo defense versus this offense. We get to see it to start the thing.
Yes, sir. Just like Frank said earlier, if you tuned in right now, right before this game has kicked off, go ahead and please share this feed. Let everybody know we got a big-time game that's coming up. A lot on the line between these two one-loss teams in district with 2 games to go in the regular season. Please share it. Let everybody know as we're getting ready to tee it off soon.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous march o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave, all the
Who's ready for some football?
I'm ready for some football.
I am too. No place I would rather be.
All right, Lobos will kick off. Let's set up Longview's defense before we get rolling here. Tyson Johnson, the 6'3" junior, going to be at one end. Other side's Daryl Dolly, the 6', 230-pound senior. In the middle, Christian Williams, a 320-pound senior. Linebackers will be number 18, Bradley Williams, 160-pound senior. Jaden Woolridge, a 210-pound senior, is wearing number 59. 47's Jersey Hampton Williams, a 205-pound senior. Next to him, 27, Lawson Tubb, the 180-pound junior, leads the team in tackles. Corners, Katie Carter's number 6, 160-pound senior. Josiah Hill, wearing number 7, is 135-pound senior. TJ Jackson and Hobart Nelson are the safeties. They go 155, 165. Both of them are juniors. North Forney will drop back 2 to the goal line. As, they get ready to anticipate where Gustavo De Luna is going to put this thing.
The wind is light right now, so I'd love to see what type of juice this kicker is in this kicker's legs.
Basically no chance of telling you who's back there to return this kickoff right now.
I mean, the way the the contrast of these jerseys are, it's going to be kind of tough for us.
Now back deep for them, number 3, that's Elijah Otieno, and number 10, Corday Woodard. They're standing inside the 5-yard line. Gustavo's got the hot pink shoes. We're ready to roll.
They're not going to kill the Guns N' Roses.
And here we go. Opening kick. He's going to kick it to Otieno. He'll grab it at the 7, out across the 20, 25, 30, and he'll be brought down at the 33-yard line. And that is where we start tonight.
Was able to kind of get away through the first wave of the defense or the first line there. Come away with a good return. They're almost at the 35-yard line. About the 33 is where we're going to start this drive. 32 is where we're going to start this game off tonight.
All right, offensively, Collis Grisby, 260-pound senior at left tackle. Caden Johnson, 275-pound junior at left guard. Malab Futwi is the 265-pound center. Braden Bateman is a 285-pounder at right guard next to him. We're expecting Marcus Page, the Baylor commit, 275-pounder, and we got a flag down before we get rolling.
Here comes your first pre-snap penalty. It's going to be false start, going to go against this Falcon team, so we're going to mark them back 5 and make them have to go a little bit further if they want to convert their first down.
Marcus Page has been bothered by a knee almost all year, so he may be in and out. If not, it'll be Randall Wren. Tight end is Dwayne Tucker. He's 84. CJ Sweet, 88, also tight end for them. Receivers, number 1, Bryson Thrower. Number 3, Elijah Otieno. Number 6, DeQuaylen Vaughn. And number 9, Braden Fleming. And on 1st and 15, not much. Lobos stand them up.
Heck of a way to set the tone there by your senior linebacker jersey, picking the guy up and putting him back down where he may lay. Big tone setter to start this game off. Big time tackle there by your Mike linebacker.
We talked about it before the game. Going to take a big effort from 47 tonight. He may be the man in charge of spying the legend.
If anybody's going to do it, it definitely could be him. He's used to spying, as he's had to do a lot throughout his tenure here as on the Lobo defense.
All right, 2nd down. Legend Bay's got some time, got a man around the 50-yard line, disconnected from the ball, however, as Hobart Nelson gets there. And you see the push-ups from Bryson Thrower, the intended target. Really 3rd down and about 16 coming up.
And it was excellent coverage there by your defensive backs. Saw the crossing there. The outside guy ran a post. Didn't get confused on the switcheroo there. Safety saw it. He picked him up just in stride there, was able to get his hands on the ball and knock him down. Here comes a big-time 3rd and 15 here.
3rd down and long. Low snap. Pressure coming. Pass way off the mark. He actually hits the chain gang over at the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th down as Legend Bay starts out with a couple incompletes.
Both backers, both defensive ends was out there on him. He wasn't able to get that throw off the way he wanted to. Step in and get a quick throw. 3 and out first.
Yeah, makes you wonder how many times this offense has gone 3 and out on drive number 1.
Yes,
Way to go, Lobos.
So punting time. Carter's going to be back at about his 40-yard line. Punter is Jake Guardiolo. They were told he may not play today. He's kind of banged up, but he's back there to punt anyway. Gets the kick away with a slow delivery. Ball's not going to roll over in time, and it'll take a Falcon bounce and go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Lobos will take over there after a 44-yard punt.
They started almost about the 30. We're going to start at about the 30 as well. So here we go. Here, first drive for the Longview Lobos on offense. Defense takes you 3 and out. Let's see what the offense has up their sleeve now.
In case you're wondering, it's Halloween. We got a little festive with the scoreboard graphic tonight. If you don't like it, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm not going to read it, and I don't care. But just so you know, it is there.
All right, Lobos on offense. Jaden Jackson, Star Shaw, Beckett Cox, Demarion Pickren, Braxton Williams, the offensive line. Jaden Washington, the tight end. Jordan Hobbs, Jaden Herndon, the receivers. In the backfield, Keelan Cummings, Mason Washington, Trey Hamilton, the quarterback, on 1st down at the 30-yard line. And on 1st down, it's play action. Rollings, Hamilton, looking, got a man. That's Herndon. Will catch it and fall down at the 45-yard line.
Man, Trey must love to roll to the left. We talk about it every week. How difficult of a throw that is, rolling to your left and throwing it on the run right-handed. Trey made that throw in his sleep now, and he does that on the first play of the game to pick us up 15 yards to get a 1st down.
Herndon, who's 30 yards shy of catching Jalen Hale's 7:09, picked up half of it on the first play of the game offensively for the Lobos. They'll go to the ground with Mason, and he gets stopped at about the 46-yard line for a gain of 1.
Gain of 1 there. It's good to see Mason back with his team. Set out last week due to an undisclosed injury. It's a guy that is fuming and is ready to make his noise be heard tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing it as well.
Defensively, JNV Williams, number 0, and Dasmine Bryant, 15, are the ends. Matt Garcia is the nose tackle. They play a 3-4. Kobe Jackson, Elijah Taylor, Armand Alexander, and Sinchar Cambria are the linebackers. We'll talk about the secondary after this 2nd and 9. Hamilton keeping it himself, gets a little space and across the 50 to the 48-yard line where it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3. Corners are Aiden Minger and Ryan Gilbert. Gilbert's committed to SMU. He's wearing number 2. Safeties Rashawn Walker and Josiah Turner. Turner with a team's 2nd on the team with 2 interceptions. Gilbert's got 5.
A positive draw play there to get you about more than half the yards that you needed there to bring up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and a short 3 here.
Hamilton's completed 63% of his passes, 1,410 yards, 7 touchdowns, just 1 interception this season.
Loading up the box to stop the run here.
Giving it, he did not give it to Mason. He kept it himself and got barely back to the line of scrimmage.
And I wanted to say right before that ball was snapped, there was 9 players in the box. We talked about this last week. Everybody's loading up the box to try to stop the run here. What are you going to do to combat there? It's 1-on-1 on the outside edge. That's something that we need to see as we go in later into the game. And last week they did it when we was under center. This time they did it in the gun, and they just put 1-on-1 coverage on the 3rd and short.
All right, Woodard is back to receive the punt as Lobos look on 4th down and 3 like Jordan Hobbs is going to kick it. And here it comes. Booms one. Woodard will, he touched the ball, bounced off of him on the ground. Looks like North Forney got it back at about the 12-yard line, but he was a little indecisive about what to do with it and got lucky to come out of there with the ball.
It hit his knee as it hit the ground there, so there was a definitely scramble for them to get the ball there. So here comes the special teams with a win. Almost getting a turnover there, making them having to start inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line. So we talk about special teams being the 3rd phase of the game. They're doing a good job right now. They're doing a good job on their punt coverage to be able to swarm down there and almost pick up the ball.
All right, the backs for them, Corday Woodward's number 10. He's got 993 yards on 83 carries. Asuoko's got 688 on 81 carries. They can pick up some yardage. It looks like there was movement again. 71 is Randall Wren. And it looks like he may have moved, and Lobos are going to march him back 5 more yards again.
You can tell that right tackle, he definitely flinched there. And you can just looking at the splits early enough, I see that right guard is kind of hanging below their center's belt. So I'm curious if there was going to be some type of pull to the left there. And to make the right tackle almost kind of flinch too, because he has to close off that backside gap.
Legend Bay, 53% of his passes have been complete for a little over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's run for 1,100 yards, scored 19. Handoff, here we go. Just what we talked about. They've got the ability to get in space, and watch out. All the way to the house, they are not catching Corday Woodard as he takes that thing 93 yards for a score.
Just like we talked about, or just like I just mentioned, it looks like the right guard was hanging off the center's butt. That's exactly what he did. He pulled. Once he pulled, he was able to close off the edge. Running back was able to run free, untouched. Nobody was able to get near him as he shows off his speed and gets this Falcon teams on board quickly. And he shows you how dynamic it is. It's not just a legend-based show. He can also get deep with you as well.
They have used that play a bunch, watching film of them. Gordiato's coming on for the point after try, but that is a bread and butter play for them. Here's the point after try. It is up and good, 7-0. North Forney with the lead. It comes with 8:23 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take our first break and come right back here on Game Day.
I'm going hard and taking my chances. I keep it moving, I keep advancing. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Let's go.
Alrighty, need some real refreshment? Good news, HTO is open now in Longview. Dive into dozens of flavors of real and delicious fresh brewed iced tea, from coconut, Georgia peach to Texas chai and cherry. Mix and match to your heart's content to find your favorite combo, and with tons of premium fresh brewed coffee, drinks, and crave-worthy snacks to choose from, there's plenty of real refreshment no matter what you're craving. HTO, welcome to your happy place, now open at 2000 Toller Road.
Well, that didn't take long. One play. They had a penalty that made it a 93 instead of 88-yard field, but they went 93 yards. One play. Corday Woodard now way over 1,000 yards on the season. Kick is going to go back to the 5-yard line. It'll be Carter that picks it up there. KD to the 20 and squeezes out across the 20. The pile keeps moving across the 25, and they'll blow him dead about the 27-yard line.
It's one thing, that one play I'm not too worried about. Yes, we don't give up big plays like that too often. Sometimes we're normally good about making those adjustments, typically early in the game. So it's a fill-out process. Normally when Coach Barry and the defensive staff sees what they're doing, we're able to make adjustments very quickly here. So once we can get that running play stop and get that big play stop, we'll be okay going forward.
That's a first down, 10, 27-yard line. Lobos had chosen on 4th and 3 on the North Forney side of the field not to go for it. And their punt ultimately resulted in the touchdown going the other way. So now it's first down, Lobos, left hash, 27-yard line. First quick pass, Jacaden over his head, and he didn't secure a pass he probably should have caught, but looks like it wouldn't have made much difference. He had 3 defenders bearing down on him.
Yeah, a sure-handed player he is. Normally don't see too many drops there. The ball just sails over him, and like you said, I think that would have been a mute point there because I don't think we was going to get positive yards, but I've seen Jacaden make something out of nothing before.
And they moved the ball back to the 26, realized we spotted it wrong, so we'll do it again. Second down. Davis on the year, 12 catches, 152 yards. He's also run for 250 yards and 5 scores and thrown a touchdown. Second down and 10. Hamilton back, looking, got a man. Oh, Herndon wide open at the 40. He's got the 50, breaks a tackle, and another to the 30, 25. He's got one more man to beat, and he'll step out of bounds at around the 7-yard line, and the Lobos are right back in business in the red zone on a pitch and catch from Hamilton to Herndon.
Excellent job there by Trey Hamilton finding the wide open Jaden Herndon in the wide open area of the field. He catches it, makes a man miss, takes it all the way to the 7-yard line there. Big time run after catch for the Lobo receiver here.
And got to give props to the offensive line. He had a ton of time to progress through those reads, and here we roll.
And on that long run and catch, he passed Jalen Hale for the most yards as a sophomore.
Blew by him. Last 4 games for Herndon. We'll talk about after the play here. First down and goal at the 7. Toss again, quick little toss. That's Washington. Jaden's got to fight to get to the end zone, and he's a little bit short at the 2-yard line. It'll bring up second down and goal.
As a homer, I don't like the spot of that ball there. It looks like he got out there and reached it, but man, it's good to see Wash over there outreach and try to get back in the end zone like he was able to find it early in the season.
Pick up 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down and goal. Herndon's last 4 games, 5 for 115, 7 for 141, 6 for 142, 4 for 145, 22 catches for 543 yards the last 4 games, and he's going again here tonight. Quick handoff, Keelan Cummings fighting his way to the end zone, touchdown Lobos.
Hey, just like we did last year, had a lot of success with the fullback dive. Here we go again, touchdown Keelan Cummings by your senior running back, being able to get on board. How about that for the Lobos?
Didn't take them long. 4 plays are right back in a 7-6 ball game as Felipe Ayala coming on for the point after try.
No mom and dad, they're at home watching the game, couldn't make it. Shout out to them. I know they're screaming at home.
Point after try is up and good. We are tied up at 7:44 left to play in the quarter. Coming right back here on Longview Game Day.
I'm attorney Marty Young. When you or your loved ones are involved in a catastrophic accident, hire the law firm with a proven track record.
In the last 25 years, no law firm has achieved our results in and out of the courtroom. You need and want to hire the lawyers who get proven results that insurance companies and corporations know about, that insurance and corporations are afraid of. Don't make the mistake of hiring a law firm who is not feared by the insurance industry. We truly hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
All right, welcome back. Lobos did not take long. 4 plays, 73 yards. Took all of 57 seconds, and we're knotted up at 7. 2 catches for Jaden Herndon for 81 yards, and I'm going to emphasize this a lot tonight. He is moving quickly up the single season rush or pass receiving list here. He came in as 13th best. He's just passed Hale, and he has passed Dorian Leonard from 2013. Travis Brown is next. Somebody you probably know.
Yeah. Tavares Brown there, a little bit younger than I am. Big time receiver there. He was able to make some noise when he got his hands on the ball. I also remember Dorian Leonard, a big time receiver that went to go play football at University of Texas.
Here's the kick. DeLuna this time they're going to punch one toward the ground, bounces around down to the 20-yard line, and the Lobos got to get there. Across the 30 and near the 40-yard line.
Almost started out good.
Yep.
The way to see him bobble like that and not see him get much. I saw Tub Lawson. He was almost able to corral him, but he just got outside just a little too fast. And once he was able to do that, get the ball out to the 40-yard line.
They got some guys who can move now.
Yeah, it's a team that's full of speed.
Jaden Herndon would have cooked that 2008 Lobo secondary.
Wow.
Good thing I wasn't
Some slow safeties back there.
Wow.
2008, good thing I wasn't out
Oh,
there.
what year were you?
2004.
My bad. I gave you too much credit.
Wow.
Should have known you weren't that young.
Good thing that wasn't my group.
All right.
Then he might have then.
Falcons with the ball, 7:37 to play here in the first quarter. 7-7 ball game. Legend Bay handing off. Not much happening. A yard, maybe two. I believe that's Asuquo. No, it's Woodard again. Picks up 2 on the play. It's 2nd down and 8.
So the second time, I believe that they've ran to the right and only able to come away with minimal gain here. The first time that they ran to the left is when they pulled the guard and they was able to make some noise, and they did it under center here. Something to watch out for. Now you see Legend in the pistol formation. Look.
He's got Woodard behind him again on 2nd down and 8, and they're going to, nope, Bay's going to keep it himself. Trying to get outside, and he does, and here's where he's trouble, and steps out at the 49 on the Longview side of the field. They've got to move him back toward the middle of the field. He cannot beat them to the corner.
Got to keep him inside. Cannot let him get outside. That's where he is most does his threat. You see what type of athlete he is and what type of threat he poses once he gets out there on that edge.
First down into Lobo territory, 49-yard line. Woodard stays in the game as the back. They'll move C.J. Sweet from one side to the other. Hand off Woodard. Looking for that same spot he went on the touchdown before. This time there's a flag on the play. As diving in there early to bust that up was Hobart Nelson, the safety.
And Hobart did a good job there coming in and filling in, not letting that ball get outside of him, keeping everything in. But there's a late flag, and it looks like it's going to be on the Lobos.
And you can see on that first down play what makes Legend so special. Just smooth with it.
Got him on a face mask. Mike kind of broke up there, but
right there
they give him a yard or 2 on the run and then 15 on the face
I
mask.
think they called that on Lawson there right there at the end as he was going down, trying to grab his jersey. Instead, he got a little face mask, and that's going to mark 15 yards right outside the 30-yard line now.
Randall Wren, number 76, Malak Kutri, and number 77, Collis Grisby.
The first down, they'll go back to the air. Bay passing, looking deep, got a man, middle of the end zone, touchdown.
Second big play of the game for this North Forney Falcons team goes off, this time in the air variety. A big-time pass from Legend Bay from about 32 yards out. Catches the receiver on a deep, skinny post route, and once the safety bit in, and he threw it to the post right behind him, and that was a touchdown.
That's Elijah Otieno with the catch.
And the reason why I say the safety bit in, that the number 2 receiver ran like a skinny rail or a skinny fly route, and he ran to the other goal post and made the safety travel with him.
The big plays so far have been the mark of the day. Point after's up and good. 14-7 North Forney with the lead. 6:40 left in the quarter. We'll take a timeout. We're coming right back.
When Laura vowed to love me in sickness and in health, she wasn't thinking about cancer. But here we are. I'm just grateful my team of experts at Texas Oncology is close by, fighting for me, so I can still start my mornings right here. Hey, I need all of this treatment I can get. I'll see y'all tonight.
Now welcome back. 3-play, 60-yard drive in response to the Lobos drive by North Forney. This is not going to be a 14-7 game, boys and girls. We may be playing that 56-55 mess they played with North Forney.
It's going to be one of those ones. Whoever comes away with more stops, whoever has the ball last.
It may be.
It may be one of those varieties.
Fewer penalties, that kind of stuff.
I say their game. I meant their game with Rockwall Heath, the 56-55 variety that they played and lost earlier. Maybe the only way to beat these guys. Bay with the touchdown pass, 32 yards. Here's the kick. Carter's going to grab this one up around the 11-yard line, straight up the sideline, and out of bounds outside the 25 to about the 26 or 7.
Telling you guys during the break here, I see a lot of penetration from our defensive line, our defensive front when it comes to that field goal. So if we can get them to a long field goal variety or just some type of field goal later on, I think I like our chances of coming away with the block there. We're getting a lot of penetration.
And we're going to put it down at the 26-yard line. That's where the Lobos will take over. So we've had it twice. They've had it twice. It's a 14-7 game. Mason back in the backfield along with Trey Hamilton. First down and 10. And we're going to fake it there. Pass it out. How about Herndon again? 35-40, 45, and upended at the 46-yard line. How about a gain of 20?
Good job there. Good pitch and catch there. Again, they left them wide open. Herndon.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not a defensive guru, but I'd put some on that young man.
Yeah, when you leave him open all day, we're going to take that and we're going to play pitch and catch. I mean, and they're showing they want to stop our running game. And you should see what happened last week when you try to stop
worked out
the
great
run.
for the last two teams,
Right.
didn't it?
When you try to stop our running game, we can definitely air it out with you now too.
3 catches, 101 yards for Jaden here in the first quarter. First down and 10, 46-yard line. To Mason. Mason, a little space and got upended as he was getting a little bit of momentum rolling. He'll fall to the 49 for a gain of 5.
Almost. That was a positive run play there. Be able to come away with 5 or 6 yards there. Mason, I almost saw some daylight.
And with Jaden, the last 2 weeks, he's had monster games, but we weren't in the game in the second half, so we didn't get a chance to see what could have been. If this is a close game, he may have a monster night.
And my memory serves me correctly, I think that's 5 games in a row with 100 yards.
It is. First 4 games, he struggled. Last 5, he's been on fire. Mason handoff again, just a yard as they fall on him at the 48-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 4.
Kind of almost in the same situation that we was in on our first drive. And once we went into the gun, remember we saw 9 men in the box there. There was no safeties deep. So curious to see what they're going to line up in. As I see Caden checking in. Mason is checking out. Graves, who's our pass catching running back, is also coming into the game here. Love to see what we have cooked up here.
Well, they've added in a 4th defensive lineman now. 54 was not in the starting lineup. Jamarian Jackson Brown's a 275-pound sophomore. He's in there now as well. And we're going to run right. Late option pitch. Got to get to the 44. Not happening. Well, they just held on, and we couldn't get anything going.
We got a late flag there, and it looks like there's going to be, I believe, a hold call. As I'm trying to predict what the referee is saying over there, as we got a late flag at the top.
Sinchar Cambry with the tackle on Mason. Now we'll see what they're going to do with this.
Oh, it's a no play. It's false start. We get to do it over again.
It's actually not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all there, as they elect to move us back 5 yards and give us another opportunity at a 3rd and long, which they've been soft on the edges so far in this passing game. The offensive line is doing an excellent job at giving Trey Hamilton plenty of opportunity, plenty of time to be able to dissect what the secondary is doing to find an open receiver.
So we'll do 3rd down and 9 now. Hamilton back to pass. Looking around. Finds Herndon with that little bit of a bad pass way behind him. Fastball by Hamilton, but he kind of short-armed that thing, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Different coverage looked. Forney played soft there, kept everything in front. Just trying to find Herndon in the soft window there. Sometimes when you run it like that and you see that it is a zone and you see a defender, you kind of find that open window. Just stop there instead of keep running. Once you stop, just roll up.
It looked like he had his tight end, Cy Marsh, down the seam if he saw him.
We had a weird route running too with the running back that did not come open.
All right, so Hobbs will go back to punt for a second time. Woodard, who Almost had problems. Whoa, bad snap way over the top. Hobbs going to have to chase this thing down. He can't find it, and it's going to be a bad turnover. That's about a 40-yard turnover on a terrible snap. That takes it all the way back to the 8-yard line.
And I'm watching the center. Once he snapped the ball, he just chunked it up, and it was just a recipe for disaster as he just chunked it way over his head.
So, in effect, a turnover on that.
Yeah, he just airmailed it all the way over his head there. We don't have any 6'9", 6'8" punters back here. There's no Malik Henrys out here.
Almost worse than a turnover. That is, those are the kind of things that can happen trying to win on the road against a really good football team.
Absolutely right.
All the way back to the 8-yard line, and it's an easy field for North Forney. First down and 10, already up a score, and they get a gift. Lobos have been very good on special teams. Bay gets the direct snap. He's trying to beat him to the corner. Instead makes a cut in, and that's too easy. He gallops in from 8 yards away, and it's a 20-7 lead now.
Here we go. Here Longview is down by 2 scores, 13 points right now. Uncharted territory as everything. We've been pretty much be able to keep our games pretty close, the ones that we have lost here. So we are in uncharted territory. We need to be able to answer that. No time to panic. A lot of ball game left to go in this game, but the Lobos need to turn it around very quickly.
Bay picks up his 20th touchdown on the ground. Point after is up and good. 21-7 the score, 4:02 left in the quarter. We'll take a break. We're coming right back here to Longview Game Day.
In Longview, we know what it means to chase greatness. We've tasted the glory of state championships, and we've pushed through the weight of adversity. For a town that's often overlooked, our pride runs deep. At Longview Eye Associates, we believe in seeing the end goal clearly, whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life. Because just like the Lobos, we never stop reaching for higher expectations. Longview Eye Associates, proud to care for our community, proud to support the Longview Lobos.
All righty, we're back, 21-7 the score.
And am I correct? Are we about to see drive number 8 in the first quarter? Is that possible?
Each team.
Forney's had the ball 4 times. We've had it 3 times.
Yep,
they've had it 3.
They went 3 and out. Yeah, this is insane. It's 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yep, 2 big plays, 2-1 drive plays from North Forney here.
Yeah, 93-yard run and 8-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lobo's got to clean up some stuff. Can't have that. Guardardo getting ready to kick. He's gone for Carter twice. He's going to go this one into the middle of the field and into the end zone, and we'll bring it out to the 25. I started to say earlier, the Lobos have actually been very good on special teams this year. We've not had a whole lot of mistakes. Didn't tackle great on kick coverage. That's probably been the one Achilles, but we have not had a bad snap all year that I can recall.
I remember one, but we was able to get it off.
He was athletic enough to make the play.
Athletic enough to, yep, you're right. He was athletic enough to make the play. That right there is, again, why we talk about how important special teams are in the ball game. They can flip field position around for you. As we was about to punt the ball around midfield to get them the ball down there inside the 20. Here they are getting the ball at the 8.
That's really like a 70 or 80-yard play.
Yes, sir.
So on first down, Lobos just got to get back at it. Hamilton back on first down, and he's going to run this thing. They had a spy just sitting there waiting on him.
It's a good job, though, by Trey, seeing that his option was not available there, and instead of just waiting around for somebody to get open, he takes the challenge and goes and gets some positive yards, almost make that spy miss to come away with a good positive yard of gain of 8 on the run.
So that put him ball down at about the 33-yard line. Second down and 2 coming up. That spy, by the way, was linebacker Jayenvi Williams. So Hamilton goes for 8 on first down, 2nd and 2, and he's going to keep it again. Trying to follow his fullback, and he's not going to get there. About a yard shy of the first down as Keelan was running interference right in front for him.
Here we go, here, 3rd and 1. I guarantee you they're going to load up that box here and try to stop a short running game as we are only needing 1 yard to be able to convert and continue this drive.
Now, you had said from the beginning of this you thought North Forney was going to move as many men into the box as they could. And so far, it has been successful.
Here comes a big boy coming in right now.
90 is Kendale Hunter, a 275-pound junior.
And look, there's nobody back here as they are selling out to stop the run here.
10 in the box. Hamilton handing off. They'll get the first down as Mason manages to get across that 35-yard line.
And it's something, too. If you can break that wave.
Did I see Trey slip there? I think he tripped on an offensive lineman's foot. That was almost a disaster. See if you can see it on the replay.
Yeah, I don't know if he like selling something or what, but yeah, he was able. It was definitely an uncharacteristic move that I haven't seen from Trey yet this year. No, he bobbled the ball. That's what it was.
Even worse.
So first down, Lobos will move the chains. We still have 2:17 left in this first quarter. New man in the backfield, sure is. That's going to be big man Frazier, who will pound his way for almost 9 yards and brings up second down and 1 as McCaden Frazier's in the game for the first time.
McCaden Frazier's doing a good job. And once he got that ball, he wasn't tipping around the line of scrimmage. He probably been watching his brother, who was a running back at Michigan State, run and make some noise, and he wants to do the same thing for himself as he comes away with a good positive run game.
Second down and a yard. Frazier staying in the game. He's going to get it again, same play. And try to get loose of that. Almost busted that out if it wasn't for Kobe Jackson, 16, hanging on.
I think he's going to give him the first down, too, and he's signaling, yep, first down there. And that's one thing that when I went to practice yesterday, when I saw McCaden, first thing I said, hey, when you get that ball, run through the line of scrimmage. Don't go tipping. First 2 carries, I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing so far from him. And I'm not saying that I'm the one who told
you're the
him.
one.
I'm not saying that, but I was the one to just give him my input. But coaches have been saying the same thing, too.
No, that was you.
No, I'm not going to give myself that credit.
Come on. that wasn't Oscar. That was you. That wasn't Coach Wilson.
Well, Coach King need to put me on payroll.
That's right. First down, Hamilton back to pass.
He's open.
Looking home run. Throws one deep. Got it, 10-yard line. Touchdown, Lobos. You can't stop Herndon tonight.
When you
Oh, boy.
when you make plays like that, you're going to get respect like that. Herndon with the big-time catch, running past everybody.
We are in for a monster night from Jaden Herndon.
53 more for Herndon, who so far tonight, 4 catches, 154.
Oh, my God.
We're in the first quarter. Ayala on for the point after try. Jackson the holder. Kick is up. It's good. We got a 1-score game, 21-14 with 45 seconds left here in the first. We'll take a timeout. Right back in a minute on game day.
We're going to run out of commercials to run tonight, folks.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
How about some of that? Hamilton, 5 of 7 for 159. Herndon has 4 catches already tonight, 154 yards and a score. He started the night with 679 yards receiving. He has blown by Hale, Leonard, Brown, Andrews, Moore, and he's coming up on, I think he may have already passed Camden Perry.
I mean, he's in the way that, man.
And we need to remind you, he's 15 years old, folks.
We're getting up into stupid territory already.
Stupid territory, that's right.
And we're going to pay attention to something in a minute. Onside
Oh,
kick, got a chance at it. Lobos got it.
Here we go here. Longview answers the ball with the first turnover for North Forney. Goes to the Longview teams. The turnovers equal 1-1. We talk about special teams being important. You see why. That right there can flip it for you. Here comes the offense again.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years. The first surprise onside kick I've ever seen John King call. And did it work?
And I guarantee you, he's probably been watching it, and that was a great executed play. And he's not celebrating. We're looking right at him.
He's still mad.
He's focused over here. You talk about a locked-in coach.
We cannot put a camera on him tonight, folks.
TJ picks that one up on the onside kick.
Watch for a big play here as they are, again, loading up the box.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Play
First down. They're going to do a little Statue of Liberty. Got a man caught at the 20. That's Hobbs, and he'll go down to about the 16-yard line. Where did that come from in the playbook?
Lobo Nation, we've gone onside kick to flea flicker on back-to-back plays.
Hey, you like it? I love it. I want some more of it. Excellent job there, coming away with a big-time play. And, again, when you get turnovers like that, typically watch for a big play to come after that because your defense is kind of in a scrambling position. They come away, they're more susceptible to those big plays, and right on cue, here we come with the flea flicker.
Who is that over there in the Lobos coaches booth? Those are not the normal Lobo coaches next to it. They're going to let this clock probably run down. I would.
No need to. All the momentum is going in on the side here.
I appreciate you fixing the call. I called Statue of Liberty. Now, you're right, flea flicker is what it actually was, but that's how the quarter's going to come to an end.
We had to call a timeout after the play clock. The play clock was going down, so we had to call a timeout.
With .6 on the clock. Another funny end to a very, very funny first quarter.
Man, what a crazy
share.
First
this
quarter.
is going to be the wildest game we have ever broadcast. If the first quarter is anything like the rest of the game tonight, this is insane.
What a crazy first quarter.
There have been, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 possessions in this quarter.
It would have been 10 if it would have been an onside kick.
5 touchdowns already. We've had a bad snap. We've had an onside kick. We've had a 93-yard run. We've had Herndon go for 150-plus yards already receiving, and we're in the first quarter.
Don't forget the flea flicker. Add that to the list of things we've seen tonight. And a timeout called with .101. That's an accounting error.
Yeah, that one would, if John King was down on the sideline, that would make him irate. I'm sure he's irate up here having to blow a timeout for this. But
I'm not even going to start the clock. What's the point?
Let's see what we can do with our point whatever left. We'll empty the backfield. Hamilton got a blocker or two in front of him, and he's going to get down to the 10-yard line, and that's where they'll end the first quarter. We'll flip the field, 2nd down and 4 coming up. 21-14 at the end of 1.
Catch your breaths here.
Game day.
Catch your breaths.
Ryan Simon.
All right, you want a first quarter full of stuff. North Forney had 5 first downs, 112 yards running, 32 yards passing. That is 144 total offense. Lobos, 8 first downs. We have just 4 yards. Well, I say that's really not right because of the messed up snap, but 173 yards on the ground. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Running the football, Lobos have, let me get set on that, 21, 31, 41, 43 yards running the football. I had to, because of the program, I have to do a weird thing with Hobbs and the bad snap, so it shows up as negative rushing yards. But either way, Lobos with over 200 yards of offense in the first quarter.
If you got that on your bingo card, shout out to you, because you finna cash it in, because, man, nobody expected that. Nobody expected that wild events of a first quarter there. But here we are, a long quarter. We're able to catch our breaths here. Here we are with the ball at the 10, right outside the 10-yard line here, with the 2nd and 5 coming up here to be able to start this quarter.
All right, Lobos will flip the field. We'll go from right to left now. If you're North Forney, this got to be a little bit of a message of they ain't going away.
No, not at all.
So if you think they are, you better think again, because this Lobo team is not going away. Down 2 scores, they're going to try to make those up. Cummings is the lone back this time. Lobos with a couple of tight ends in. And on 2nd down, little roll. Hamilton going to toss. That's caught at the 10-yard line. That is Washington. Jaden's going to get down around the 7-yard line. where it's going to bring up third down and about 1.
One of those plays that if Trey, when he goes back and watches film and sees this play, he's going to wish he gave it to Washington a little bit earlier there as he was running free. Nobody was out there near him. He could have easily cut it up, got potentially almost a touchdown as he was by himself.
So third down and 1 at the 7-yard line. Longview trying to get a play in here as Hamilton looks over, and you still got a short 7 on the play clock. They got to get going here. 5 as they break the huddle and get set. Now they're ready, and Hamilton's just going to sweep to the right, look to that 6-yard line. He leans and gets a good push by Keelan Cummings from behind.
I saw a flag.
But there is a flag down on the play.
And we'll refigure what this is going to be, probably in the neighborhood of holding. Good job by Keelan, though, realizing maybe the block didn't work. I'm pushing my quarter. Oh, it's offsides. Well, we'll take that.
He can't even get the numbers, and he's next to him. Did you hear that?
Right. Yep, excellent job there blocking. Even when you're not getting the ball, you're being able to let your presence being felt there, and you're making sure your running back, your quarterback is falling forward. So good job, good block there by Cummins.
So they'll spot that bad boy down at the 3-yard line.
As a result of the penalty, they will mark the ball at the 3-yard line.
First and goal now for the Lobos. As we got a first down inside the 5. Hamilton a little uncertain about what he wanted. Now we're ready. Mason back in the game at tailback. Hand off to him. Bounces off of one blocker, into the end zone he goes. And the Lobos have cut this to a 1-point game.
And not the way Coach King drew it up, but we're going to take it there. It has a little bit of miscommunication there as a late flag comes out. I see a player helmet is coming off the field here. I wonder who did he call it on.
If it's on them, we're going for 2, baby.
No.
Yeah, we're going to kick the extra point. The gentleman without the hat was Matthew Garcia.
I saw the late flag there. I see probably where the late flag is coming out. I think it's going to be on North Forney. Oh, no, I saw something else too at the end.
Yeah,
but look, right there is a late push, but I see a little bit of stuff going on there from Beckett, and that's where it's probably going to be.
And here's the deal. If you guys don't have a replay, so you can't see it. Beckett handed Garcia his helmet. He picked it up and handed it to him. Garcia said something to him, and Beckett headbutted him. But Beckett was trying to help him with, here's your helmet, and Garcia lipped off at him.
I think they're calling offsetting here.
I can't hear. I heard touchdown is good. That's all I care about.
The penalty was after the play.
I think he's called offsetting there.
So we'll get IL on for the point after, try to tie this thing up. Cox was being a good Samaritan there and was trying his best to hand the guy his equipment back, and instead got some lip for it. Here's the point after. Ayala's kick is up and good. We're 21 apiece with 10:45 left to play in this half. And if your bingo card is including game in the 50s or 60s tonight, it may be right.
Man, I had to take a break and get myself together there as the Lobos have tied this game up at 21 here. It's a brand new ball game now as we was quickly down by 2 scores.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Fuzzy's Tacos. You guys know where that is. It's right down the street from the school. It's proud to be a place where people bring their dogs, party on their patio, and feel the good vibes every time they walk into a Fuzzy's. Located on Hawkins, just a block or so away from Lobo Stadium, their Baja Tacos and famous chips and queso are always within reach. Me and Keaton go there literally every day. All right, folks. Don't leave your seat.
Well, you can leave your seat.
Just bring your phone with you.
You can get up and move around. It's all right.
Bring your phone with you to the refrigerator.
We'll be here.
Make sure you watch it on YouTube. You can be able to rewind it back if you missed it.
We got Coach Deke with us in the booth. It's going to be a basketball score tonight, Coach Deke.
Absolutely. I'm blaming her right now.
They're going to score Lady Lobos being played.
Hamilton's thrown for 176 in this first half so far. That moves him up the list of single-season passers up to number 10, where he just tied Desmond Chumley.
Stay. Oh, no.
That ball's going to bounce out of bounds. We get a flag on that, and they'll tack some yardage onto it.
Defense is going to have probably get them the ball at the 40-yard line of 35 here as it goes out of bounds.
This is one of those games where I don't think it really matters where you get the football, Keaton. You know what I mean?
Just go out here and make a stop here. Actually on the 30. So that's something that coach and them want to live with, and they're okay with giving them the ball at the 30.
Seems like everybody with a black uniform on can house it.
Hamilton started tonight 1,410 yards. He has passed Andrew Tutt, Joel Armstrong, Michael Ross as he's moved up the list.
Say it's not so for Jay Strong there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joel Armstrong. That's my quarterback.
Are we looking at 1,000 yards of offense tonight, fellas?
I'm going to say no.
Probably not.
Defense going to figure it out soon.
First down, Bay's going to keep it himself. Stood up, line of scrimmage, ain't going anywhere. Darryl Dolly hanging on to him, along with Jaden Woolridge.
Excellent job there by Dolly from the defensive line, being able to come up and make a play there. I want to say a good job there by the defense as they see one of their brethrens, Tuck, get knocked back there, and they come and save them to kind of cool him down as to prevent him from getting a penalty there, to give them any type of bonus yards.
Philip Hamilton checking into the game. Catch is number 88. Keep an eye on him. Second down and 10. Chaz Wrighton in as well. Bay back to pass. Getting flushed. Hamilton chasing. Hamilton still chasing. He'll throw one out of bounds. Incomplete. But tell you what, Philip Hamilton all over Legend Bay, and it's third down.
Big time coverage there on the back end, making Legend have to scramble out to the right. There was nobody open as the defenders. They was able to lock in. And here comes a 3rd and long here.
Philip Hamilton has had a monster 3 weeks once district started.
Yeah, the second half
all over the place.
The second half of the season, him and these defensive line guys have truly started to step their play up and getting better and better.
Jaden Bates coming in at defensive line as well.
Here we are, 3rd and long here. First time we had them in the 3rd and long like this variety. We was able to get them off the field, and here we go right here, second time around here.
Bay with Woodard in the backfield, 3rd down. He'll roll to his left, sets, flings, caught, 50-yard line, first down.
Again, another quarterback rolling to his right. Rolling to his left, makes a play, makes it a pitch and catch to the slot receiver who ran a flag route. As the corner jumped the earlier route, opening up that window. Easy completion there to make a first down, move the chains there.
DeQuaylen Vaughn on the catch.
And you're playing against a team that's got one of the better athletes in the country, playing quarterback, committed to a SEC school. You're just going to have to eat some of those.
3rd and 10, he picked up 20.
Got 12 guys out there looking like we got one off. Perfect. So 11, here we go.
Bates has a cast. I didn't realize that. Right arm. First down, Bay back to pass. Gonna roll, gonna toss on the run. That one caught as well. This time it's number 3. That is Atieno. Caught the touchdown earlier for a gain of 9.
And these are the throws that I was talking about that I'm seeing Legend make that I didn't see much from him last year. And it looks like that is not gonna count.
Oh, they're gonna say he dropped it.
Saying it's a drop there, or what do we got here? It's a flag, late flag.
Flag down, that's what it is. Flag down at the 42-yard line.
I see a lot of people moving back.
So, take away the catch. A long discussion going on.
Discussion with the play.
Yeah, right, I was just about to say, I hope he's not. I'm going to say, I hope.
What'd you guys see?
Didn't see anything, but I was like, I hope.
I was talking about what he said to the players.
So I hope he's not getting distracted there.
Well, they're all. I guess they're just calling incomplete pass then. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a hold.
No? They're walking back to the line of scrimmage now, the original line of scrimmage.
He's waving off the flag.
Whoa.
So we would like to say that the players talked them into that call.
So we're going all the way up to the 40 where the catch was made.
Coach Barry is all the way to the numbers. He wants an explanation.
So instead of it being an incomplete or a holding penalty, it's the catch and the 9-yard gain.
Hold on here.
Wow.
And nobody is ready right now. We don't know what's going on. I don't even know if we have a defensive call here.
Well, and we talked about coming over here, low snap, and now we got whistles. Jeez. And it was timeout, I believe, Longview.
And now I see Coach Barry telling him, you better get your butt over here. Come talk to me.
Somebody better explain what's going on. Longview, I think, took the timeout before all that happened, which would be their second time out of the half.
You can see him on camera. Coach Berry is hot. So
He's
is Coach
livid.
Wilson. If you got Coach Wilson mad, you've done something.
Well, and more than anything else, where's the explanation?
And I want to also say here, where are we at? We're not at home. We're not expecting to get these calls. It seems like when the Lobos travel, come to the Metroplex, we don't get anything that kind of goes our way. Yes, I am a homer, but I'm calling what I see here. The call was made up from the official on the far sideline there. Made it early enough, too. Why are you picking your flag up? What's going on? You saw what you saw. Make that call.
And they're having a little conference. The officials are back at the 40-yard line. There's 5 of them huddled up now. And I think they're talking their way through this. And the point from Coach Berry and Wilson, first of all, is what 2/3 of this potential all went against us, and nobody explained what happened.
Yes.
So we first got what we thought was a catch, then the sign of an incomplete, then what looked like a penalty in the backfield for what would have been holding.
And these referees still need some time to figure this out here.
If I were Coach Berry, I'd just give him the headset. They talk to John King.
And to be honest with you, they can take however long they need to be able to get this corrected. And there has not been a play run, so you can want to move them back and call this. You can go ahead and do that.
They're still doing this. There was a 5-man discussion. Now they're down to 4.
Still, we're going to get an explanation here?
Looks like it.
Yep, he's looking for North Forney. He's looking for the other guy, the head linesman. And now Coach Shavers he wants to talk to. And now what are we doing? They're marching backward again.
Yep, here we go. And a Lobo band. I hear some air horns over there. I hear the fans. I hear more of us cheering than I hear this Falcons team. So it looks like, in my opinion, they got this right.
So they are going to go with the 10-yard penalty. We'll take that off again.
And I'm watching the language of the head coach. He's not fussing about this.
No. Well, he's had time to watch it all go on. Our guys didn't have any time to figure out what's happening.
Absolutely right. We're going to move back. It's going to be 1st and long. It's going to be 1st and 20 here.
Okay. Are we sure?
Yeah.
No, of course we're not.
But I see the referee has marked the ball all the way back there now.
Whatever Coach Berry said worked.
Do we get our timeout back now?
Really ought to. I'll tell you what, though, even if we lose the timeout, we'll take that what would have been 20-yard difference in where this ball would have been spotted.
And think about it, we only have one more timeout left as we took one right before the first quarter closed. And if that indeed counts as a timeout here, even though it's still showing 2.
Yeah, they're showing 2 on the board. All right, so for the confusion, I know if you're watching at home, you're going, what the heck's going on? What looked like a 1st and 10 completion for about 9 yards, there was a flag down in the backfield. They originally picked it up and didn't do anything with it. Now they've decided, yes, it was holding. They mark it off. It's 1st and 20 back at the North Forney 40-yard line. Legend Bay back to pass. Pressure coming. He's rolling. Throwing on the run. Josiah Hill.
You got a finger on it.
To go get it. Got a piece of it. Couldn't get all of it. He leads the team with 2 interceptions, but he knocks that one away, and it's 2nd and 20.
And pass break up there. We'll definitely take there. Once we scrambled out, I love the way our defense was able to get to Legend and keep him contained inside.
We knew he was going to be impressive and difficult to stop, but watching him throw on the run with his feet in the air, this young man's a problem.
This young man's game is truly improving, and you're seeing it right now, too.
2nd down and 20. Here he goes again, same thing, rolling. Going to try to go deep middle. Boy, he's bailing out on that as he threw it, and that's going to be incomplete. He had 1 receiver and really 3 defenders back there, and the guy he's going for, we were talking to their radio guy before the game, and he said the real difference in this offense is, number 1, Bryson Thrower, who has 24 offers for college next year. I say next year. He's 6'4", 190-pound junior. And their idea was, if there's trouble, they just throw one up for Thrower. And either he gets it or he gets interfered with. He's that much bigger than most of the defenders.
Yeah, he's a perfect size, big physical, excellent speed, vertical extension type receiver that they need.
So 3rd down and 20 now. Can the Lobos get him off the field on offense?
Here comes the timeout here.
Jeez. So what a completely polar opposite 2nd quarter to the 1st.
Yeah, 9:16 left in this 1st quarter as we get a timeout on the field. This time it's the Falcons that call theirs. So they've got 2 left. Lobos have 2 left. 21-21 game. This thing began with a Woodard 93-yard touchdown run to open up the scoring. Lobos answered with Keelan Cummings' 2-yard score. Then it was 14 straight. Atieno with a 32-yard reception for a touchdown. Then after a bad snap when we tried to punt, resulted in a 39-yard loss and the ball at the 8-yard line. Legend Bay scored from 8 yards away, 21-7. Lobos struck right back before the quarter was over. Herndon with a 53-yard touchdown catch, and then Mason Washington went in the second quarter from 3 yards out, and we're all tied at 21.
Well, we're going to have maybe the only break we get the rest of the night. We'll talk about Highland Park Home Health. You all may know Jo Carol Cox from the Lobos store, but her real job when she's not volunteering for the Lobos is serving as a patient care advocate, business development manager at Highland Park Home Health. If you or your loved ones find yourselves needing therapy or nursing in the home after a hospitalization or new diagnosis, please reach out to Jo Carol Cox and the great staff at Highland Park Home Health. And when you talk to her, say thank you for producing back-to-back-to-back quality Lobos. One of them is going ham down in Austin on a baseball field. All right, here we go.
Got another one here playing center.
3rd down, 20. Bay back. Pressure coming up the middle. He ran into his own defender, and then the Lobos are all over him for a loss of 3 as they sack the quarterback.
Sorry, Bay, not today. Talking about legend, not a first down as we're going to turn it over to this defense now. Credit to those guys coming over with the big-time stop, giving over first down on 3rd down there. That way came away with the big-time stop, forcing them to 4th and forever. You guys ain't heard that in a while here and make them punt the ball to us.
Tell you what, a lot of credit that time, Bradley Williams, who broke down and made sure Bay wasn't getting away from him. Low snap, Guarardo's kick. Wobbly one, hits at the 35-yard line. Lobos get away from it. It'll be their ball around the 31.
Josiah there barely got away as he was pretty much backing his way into that ball there, but luckily he wasn't close enough. Gives us the ball. They had a perfect field position, an opportunity here to be able to take our first lead of the game here.
Tell you what, if Josiah was paying attention, he could have turned around and picked that ball up and gone.
Man, you're thinking the same thing I was thinking. I think that's what makes us good. We thinking alike too much now.
That's what it is. Great minds,
You guys don't have to answer to John King if that goes sour, though.
Well, you guys weren't worrying about that last week when you were trash talking the big lead, so I'm not going to worry about Josiah. Pick that ball up and run. 1st down, 31-yard line. Trey with the late pitch. Here we go. 40-yard line, 45, and across the 50-yard line, Mason Washington, who picks up 20.
Looks like that was Caden Grays there.
22, not 23.
Caden Grays getting the opportunity there on the speed option there. Gets the pitch late. Makes one man miss. Looks like he was almost a threat to be able to get out of the gate. Gets tackled right there in midfield for a big-time first down there. Excellent run on the left side of the speed option.
21-yard gain. Graves will stay in the game to the left of quarterback Trey Hamilton, who's back to pass. Looking. Got a man sideline, little back shoulder. Should be a flag. I don't see one. There it goes.
There it goes. A good call there from the referee running back there. He was able to see that he was impeded on trying to be able to catch that underthrown ball there. And again, it was Trey and Herndon's show as he was going up to the big-time receiver who has 154 yards already in this ball game. That is going to be a pass interference first.
Great throw. Only 2 things could happen with that throw. Neither one of them
benefit the defense.
That's right. Going to have to come back and interfere.
All right, let's see where they're going to put that ball. Should be around the 33-yard line. You get North Forney crowd booing that, but to be honest with you, I don't know what they're booing.
Yeah, I mean, either way.
Look pretty legit.
You don't interfere. Herndon's coming down with that.
They still haven't spotted this ball. Now they finally will. And they actually spot it for a 16-yard penalty. Probably should be a yard back at the 33-yard line, but they put it at the 32.
Lobos looking for the first lead of the night.
So 1st down for Longview. On the coverage that time, Ryan Gilbert.
Put that away.
Their SMU commit with 5 interceptions. 1st down to the ground. Not much. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sorry about that. I see Keaton over here looking at his phone, smiling. I know nothing good's coming.
Laughing over here because I'm getting text messages about the sorry, babe, not today. So it got a chuckle out of me too. So first run after that penalty off to the right, it's a no gainer.
Well, we got good news, bad news. Rockwall Heath leading Rockwall 24-14. Bad news is Forney's beaten Legacy 31-8. We need a Forney loss for the Lobos to claim the top spot in Division II going into the playoffs. Hamilton quick toss back to pass. Ooh, Graves with a very nice catch. Gets it out to the 23-yard line. He really had to hustle to get that ball. It was a fastball by Hamilton.
Love this backfield by community look here. You see Graves doing what's one of the things that he does well is catching the ball, getting out there in the open field, catches that, it gets upfield. 1 yard short of a first down there is going to break up 3rd and 1. Excellent catch there by your running back being able to get forward, see what the blocking is doing in front, and just getting as much as he can.
All right, we're in that 4-down territory, you would think, at the 23-yard line.
Again,
3rd down, yard to go.
Here we go. Nobody's deep.
We're going to keep Graves in the backfield.
And we got a timeout here as the play clock was down to 1. Big time play here, big opportunity with 6 minutes, 32 seconds left. I don't blame the coaches for taking this timeout. And here we go here with the big 3rd and 1 coming up. And they're going to have a little bit more time to talk about it.
While they talk about it, we will talk about Sig Ramey Insurance. Y'all own Emily Ramey over there at Sig Ramey out on Judson Road. Her son Cole is in college, about to start showing out for the Lobos this year on a bigger stage. But as your local Sig Insurance service agent with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry, Emily Ramey helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is very straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. Give her a call at 903-235-5658. When you're in there, tell her thank you for supporting us and our ability to cover the Lobos like we do.
All right, coming out of the timeout, 3rd down and 1. Trey tonight, 8 of 10, 185 and a touchdown. He has been lights out. As he has gotten better this season, so has Herndon, or maybe both go hand in hand, whatever you want to say with it. They'll lean forward and pick up the first down at the 22-yard line.
Quarterback keeper up the middle by Hamilton.
Call it a first down here. Looks like our version of a tush push. Quarterback sneak here is going to be your first down here.
They have not given him the first, and the clock's still running.
I see the referee down there.
Oh, there's a player down. I see
the
what's
player's
happening.
down,
Okay.
but the referee was signaling first.
So we got a stoppage in play with 6:07 left. So Lobos, we would expect, would have a first down here. But we do have a defensive player down for North Forney. That they are. That's the problem with the sneak, the tush push, whatever you want to call it. There are a lot of bodies that get tangled up in that mess, and there's the signal from the white hat. We've got the first down. And they're checking a looks like lower leg, maybe ankle of one of the North Forney defensive players. Lobos are going to be back home. It'll be the regular season finale next Friday. Royce City coming in to end things for 2025's regular season. Then we get ready to figure out where and who and whatever for the hopeful 6-week run to a state championship.
Hopeful. It's happening, Chuck.
Well,
So you heard it here from Keaton first.
I'm always hopeful.
We're going to take it one game at a time.
That's right.
Continue to keep stacking up excellent performances on offense and defense and special teams, and continue our play, our stock, continue to keep rising forward. And if that continues, we're going to continue to keep going in the right direction here.
There's the number on the young man that was down. We're having trouble seeing,
99.
but he is being helped off the field. It looks like he is. It's not serious, if that makes anyone home watching feel a little better. We obviously can't show you an injured player, but
And he probably was caught in the bottom of that pile there, and a lot of good things don't happen down there.
Matt Garcia, the nose tackle, is who they're walking off. That's a big part of their defensive rotation. Guy in the middle, a senior at 275, kind of changes a little bit maybe of the dynamic. They got to play Kendall Hunter maybe a little bit more. So Lobos do get the first down. They're out inside the 22-yard line.
I believe we have this ball here going almost on 3 minutes.
which is an attorney in this game.
Mason back in the game. He's going to get the ball. Right tackle, 15, 10, and he's taken down right on the 10-yard line. First down, 12-yard gain.
The first big game run from under center tonight goes off the stretch to the right side there. Mason coming away with the big-time yardage gain there as he was down to his second, third level before he got touched. It almost looked like a play that we saw in Baylor against DeSoto way too many times.
We'll try it again. Under center's Hamilton. Handoff Cummings right up the middle. Almost lost the ball. Gets it on his hip, keeps powering forward down to the 3-yard line for a gain of 7.
Again, I talked about this on the first drive. I predict Keelan to have a good game tonight because last year when we played them, Buster, he had it, and here we go going quick here.
71 yards for Buster last year in this game.
And what we talked about is just those big-time fullback dives up the middle. Those were a success. You want to see if they was able to fix that, and right now they haven't.
Back to Mason, up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone for touchdown number 2, and the Lobos go up 27-21 with 5:19 left to play in the quarter.
Lobos take the first lead of the game tonight with the Mason up the right side from 4 yards out, getting touchdown number 2, making it look easy, making it look good. Lobos right now up, and we like it.
Well, I tell you what, if I was a betting man, I might say Mason might go for 4 tonight.
I might say so too.
You know? Ayala on for the point after try. Lobos knock it through to make it 28-21. 3 straight scores for Longview, and the Lobos take the lead with 5:19 left in the half. Quick timeout. We're coming right back here on Game Day.
Hi, I am Emily Kidwell-Ramey, Longview's local independent insurance agent. I specialize in home, auto, life, and commercial. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of your insurance needs. And go Lobos.
All right, Lobos up 28-21. 7-play drive went 69 yards. And visitors lead this thing by a touchdown now.
21 unanswered points by the Lobos have gotten us up 28-21, and rather quickly here. Their first quarter, it was a lot of points, and here in the second quarter, the Lobos haven't stopped. We scored 2 times in the first drive. In the first quarter, scored 2 times already in the second quarter.
I've only seen 65 of you people share this feed, and I can see how many of you are watching. Come on, what's going on out there?
The Luna going to kick this one into the hands at the 22-yard line of one of the up men, and he gets to the 30. That's as far as he's going to go, and that's where they will start. Catching that one is Rashawn Walker, the 21, short return.
All right, so now that you have kind of settled down and been able to stop them a couple times now you have to be leery of watching them try to get you over pursued here with some trickery or some misdirection plays here. Watch them try to get you going one way and try to go to another. Watch for anything of a play action variety and try to open you up deep here. This is your time to just keep everybody in front of you and be able to line up and be able to make plays.
All right. They will go under center I formation for North Forney. Handoff. Oh, my goodness. Big hit. How about Hampton Williams, who makes the big hit? At the bottom of that pile, Daryl Dolly, as they double team Corday Woodward for a gain of 1.
And nobody's confused there. Once they see a double motion like that, typically they're running out of it, and Jersey stays home and feels that alley and feels it with some aggression as he lets his hat do the talking, comes away with a big-time tackle.
Tell you what, they're running 5-6 offensive linemen. They're going to hand off again, trying to go to the ground. That's Woodard again. They better get him. He's into the secondary. Great cut at the 45-yard line. Now it's a race. TJ Jackson trying to get to him. He's going to make one last cut, but there's a flag, and this is coming back a few yards anyway. There's going to be a hold on the receiver at the end of that play.
That's going to come back to about the 20.
Either way,
31, 20. Almost to the 30-yard line there. That's a big time play there for the Lobos, coming away with the holding, being able to march them back and negating them to getting the ball inside the red zone.
Sorry, Keaton, unbelievable individual effort there, man. Just broke a couple tackles and made the rest of the defense miss as he kind of zigzagged his way down the field.
Well, and I mentioned they put in the additional offensive lineman. They brought in Marcus Page and used him as basically a sixth lineman or a tight end. The Baylor commit, who goes 275, they stuck him on the right side of that line, and that's right where they ran behind him and Randall Wren and just kind of blew their way through the Lobo line.
So it's obviously going to be 1st and 10, but instead of having the ball down on the 3 or 4 yard line, it looks like it's going to be back here at the 25 maybe?
Yeah, 26. They'll put it down there.
On an unnecessary hold, too. That young man he said, I don't need any help.
He really did.
Back into this one.
So far, they've had success when they bring in that extra offensive lineman here. And I see us trying to get us a substitution there, bringing in the fresher body defensive lineman there. That's something to be able to watch out for. Excellent job there called by Kachuk when he seen the extra offensive lineman come in. They ran right out there off of his butt.
Need to wire a headset into the next room. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
I'm sure that'll go great.
Yeah. Jordan Mitchell coming in as the extra defensive lineman now for the Lobos, number 70. So we've got let me reset that. Instead, they brought in 76. That's Preston Horton. I saw 70, and that's actually 76. So first down at the 26-yard line. Bay going to keep it himself, rolling right. Going to try to get to the corner. He's just not going to do it. They run him all the way along the line, and he loses back to the 28-yard line.
Excellent job there by Tyson Johnson. What he did, even though he didn't make that play, instead of running downfield to be able to try to get to Legend Bay, he just turns and runs straight to that sideline to keep Legend Bay from getting upfield. And that was an excellent job in run pursuit there by him to being able to get him on a 2-yard loss.
Second down and 12. Here we go. Bay's going to spin 2 receivers to the left. And, well, I tell you what, that was
a
weird,
trick, yeah.
weird. It actually was a direct snap to Woodard, who handed it to Bay, but we got a flag down behind the Lobo defense.
And looks like that was a false start. Not sure what was going on there.
Been a really kind of clunky second quarter here, hasn't it?
Well, it has been for North Forney.
That's right. That's right. And here they are, had a big play, had the ball inside the red zone. In 2 plays, they have moved backwards.
It's off topic here, but I'm now reminded that I told our highlight guy to follow the offense down the sideline without realizing what I'd done to him. Hope he got some cardio in today.
Hey, he's a track guy.
All right, so 2nd and 17 coming up now, back at the 33-yard line. Bay handing it off. They're going to try again with Woodard. He's so fast. He got through there, and there's a great tackle by Hill in the open field, but not until he gets a first down. He is so quick.
He is so shifty, so quick. That's a first down now to get them inside of the red zone. But good tackle there by Josiah, not letting him get in the touchdown. But my goodness, he turned that ball up the field very quickly and almost got the pay dirt.
19-yard gain. First down, 14-yard line. How about again? He's trying to do the same thing, and this time, again, they'll string him out wide and run him out at the 11-yard line after a pickup of 3.
And that's Horton there, your junior free safety, coming downhill, pushing him sideways, not letting him get up the field at all there. And it looks like
what are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Marcus Shavers is doing some weird stuff.
And he's very far down there, like are the coaches going to say something? And it looks like there may be a variety. It looks like a warning here.
It should be. Sideline warning.
Yeah, I thought I had my clock right.
Okay.
So 3:28.
Yeah, I guess. But, boy, I tell you what, he went out of bounds, and Shavers is saying, shouldn't the clock be stopped? And they didn't stop it.
But the head coach is on the 20-yard line. That shouldn't be allowed, referee.
All right, so we'll do a 2nd down and 7. A go ball, juggling act by Bay. Now he's going to try to back up and throw one into the end zone. It's out the back of the end zone, and there should be about 10 guys illegally downfield.
Exactly. I'm calling for a flag, a legal man downfield. It was at least 5 yards down the field, and nobody's throwing the flag here.
So Bay had to juggle. That was not supposed to be a pass, at least not immediately, it looked like. When he juggled it and rolled, he had really no choice and throws one up toward the back of the end zone. And
and typically they give you a yard or two grace, but man, it was a good 5 yards down that field.
Yeah, the offensive linemen were acting like that was supposed to be a run.
It clearly was, I believe.
And when he juggled it, he changed up trying to figure out, I'm not going to take a loss. I'll throw this up high back of the end zone.
And here we are, 3rd down here.
Yep. 3rd and 7 at the 11.
And here goes the flag here. There's going to be a delay of game. 5-yard penalty.
Yep, here it is. They run out of clock. They're back 5 more yards. Should be back 10.
Coach Neek, you got a lot of excitement going on inside here right now.
I need to give her a headset. This gets 2 tenths at the end of this thing. I have to replace you with Coach Neek. So Keaton Jump gets too happy. Sorry, Chuck.
They'll go back to the 16-yard line, where it now becomes 3rd down and 12.
I'm glad I got a sturdy table. I could press down on Frank. You don't have to worry about me breaking anything.
Lobos bringing in some defenders, getting some guys out.
3rd and forever. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, extra safety coming in. James Pierce checking into the game.
It feels like they need about 6 or so to make this a 4th down go. Field goals aren't going to do you a lot of good in this one, I don't think, fellas.
Keep everybody in front and keep keep the quarterback contained is the play here.
Their kicker's not healthy, they told us. So you would kind of figure they're going to try to avoid him having to extend with too much.
So in that case, Chuck, you may see a run right here.
Yeah. 3rd and 12, Bay ready. Back to pass. Tosses one up high. That's going the other way. That is going the other way. There is Carter. Please, nobody hold behind him. Bay's the last guy to get to him, and he's going to actually get him down inside the 10-yard line.
Turnover number 2.
As soon as that left his hand, you could see it sailed it too far, and KD Carter was just waiting to hit him in the breadbasket.
That interception came from an excellent play by your defensive lineman, putting pressure on Legend Bay, who is a little shorter of a quarterback, making him having to throw that ball up so high that it could touch the sky. KD comes away with it with the 2nd picks in consecutive weeks, being able to take it all the way down inside of the red zone to the 9-yard line here, get a Lobos, a commanding, hopefully 2 scores lead here with 3 minutes to go into this first half.
Ball at the 8-yard line. I'm guessing that's about a 65-yard return by Carter.
Guessing? You got an iPad doing your math.
1st and 1st and goal at the 8. Well, I'm not exactly sure where he caught it.
I'm obviously messing with you, Chuck.
Handoff up the middle. Cummings for a yard-ish. 2nd and goal.
Man, we get the ball at the second half. If we can just run.
It's going to be hard to keep 3 minutes off the clock.
But hand it to 33 4 times if you have to.
But come away, the big time thing is come away with points here. We're in a situation now where it feels like if we take 2 scores, the way our defense is pitching the shutout in the 2nd quarter, you gotta start having some confidence about yourself.
And may take Woodard out of the game. Take the running of him out of the game potentially.
Yes,
that
sir.
would be huge.
Yes, sir. Big time.
Hamilton eyeballing the sideline. 5 on the play clock as he goes back under center. 2nd down and goal. Handoff Mason. Well, hitting the backfield and not going to get much. Maybe 6-yard line.
And back to Carter's interception. It's just pure bad luck, Keaton. If any other quarterback in the state is playing quarterback, that's a big 6. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And KD showing he has excellent ball skills. He's a tremendous corner, being able to come away with a big-time play when we needed it. It's 3rd and long there, and for them not to be able to get points and for us to be potentially on the verge of getting points, that's a win-win play for the Lobos right there.
And this feels like a massive 3rd down play here. If they hold you to a field goal, you want to talk about a confidence boost.
And like you said, it takes your big-time running back, takes him pretty much almost out there. It takes him pretty much out.
It's on a delay. You can see me fixing it real time. Yeah. I forgot about the 2-minute warning,
We had the
folks.
2-minute break coming. I was trying to signal to Frank 2-minute break so we can stop the clock on your screen, but we've got that 2-minute timeout.
Absolutely. So you get that big break here. So here you got 3rd down here, 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do over here, fellas. So I apologize for being a little late on the clock. I'm obviously joking.
No, you're good. But 3rd and 6 here. You get an opportunity here if you decide to run the ball, see how much you can get. I expect us, if we do run it, getting on the outside as they've been trying to stop us from running the ball up the middle. But if we get the ball on the outside edge, see how many yards we can get. But the main thing is to keep that clock rolling down.
Well, and I would expect this is not 4-down territory.
I expect so, too.
I think you try to take the 2-score lead.
Yes, sir.
No matter what here.
And knowing that you could potentially stop them from scoring, they in this first half, you know you're going to get the ball to start the second half.
And with a lead. You go in the locker room with a pretty much guaranteed lead. You want that.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 3rd down and goal at the 6. We're back into the gun now. Hamilton going to roll to his left. Now he'll throw back of the end zone. Herndon again. No, sir. Herndon from 6 yards away. What field goal? What field goal?
Excellent throw there to the corner of the end zone. Well, only one person can go get it. That's Herndon. Comes away with another big-time score for the Lobos. Put us up 13 right now. Opportunity here to go up 14 with 1:54 left to go in this first half.
I couldn't get a word in there before the snap, but I was about to say, it feels like every snap that he's ran a route, he's been unguardable.
Somebody.
Ayala point after. Good. 35-21. 4 straight scores for the Lobos, who are down 21-7 before the end of the first quarter. It's been all Lobos here in the second.
Points off of turnovers there. That goes the Lobos 14 right there to their 7. Talking about points and turnovers wise there, that is big. Coming up trying to win a big turnover possession. If you win turnovers, you win the game. The goal is always to get yourself at least 3. You get yourself an excellent chance there at being able to win the game. Lobos, they come away with a big-time stop. We talked about them coming away with the big-time lead here to close out this first half. Right before kickoff, we're going to talk about Rams Paint and Body. Located on Broadway in Glaywater, Rams Paint and Body, they specialize in collision repair and auto body paint jobs. Please give them a call at 903-806-0244.
Hopefully the collision wasn't too bad, if you resort to that.
Telling you was hit by a Lobo instead.
That's out of Bucky's after a big win for Forney.
Rockwall Heath up 27-21 on Rockwall. That one's at the half. Rockwall loses. Winner of this game, as well as Forney and Rockwall Heath, all into the playoffs. This kick. Run down. Oh, boy, nice tackle, Josiah Hill, 26-yard line. And that's where North Forney will start with 1:43, and they keep running their clock. They're at home.
Yeah, they're messing me up.
I don't know what they're doing.
It's still going.
They're at home here, and they just ran about 6-7 seconds off the clock after the guy was down.
I've got it at 10. My clock says 1:48 when he went down, but hey.
There you go, 11 seconds.
I'm not the authority here. We'll take it. I'm not complaining about that. It's just bad for the broadcast.
Well, and bad for the home team.
We can live with that.
No, I know you can, but the reality is you get excited when you're the clock keeper or the timekeeper, and sometimes you forget I got to hit the button. And it cost his team 11 seconds. A first down at the 25-yard line with 1:37 left. Bay back to pass. That one tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's intercepted. Lawson Tubb. Longview's got it back again.
When it ran, oh my goodness!
Some flags down.
A late flag there.
Every
a lot of banter.
flag the officials traveled with is on the field right now.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. The Lobo defense comes away with their 3rd turnover of the first half. A big time one now. Could you give us the ball on our side of the field? And it's going to be an after play foul, but that's going to keep the interception as Lawson Tubbs catches a layup. It's thrown up high to him. Excellent job there by the Lobos.
I could not tell if that was.
It was tipped.
I know, but was it Bates who got it in there? Was it Jersey? I saw a 4, and I couldn't tell if it was 47 or 49. And the penalty is going to be called on the Lobos, by the way, and I believe that was Chasden Wright, and it got everybody jazzed up a little bit.
But he comes away with the late block there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not funny, but when all those flags hit the field, the same amount of notebook paper went flying into the sky in the room next to us. It's like in unison, in harmony.
But here you go now, 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds to go in the first half. You got the ball right here outside the 35-yard line with 2 timeouts left to go.
How do we have 2 timeouts is beyond me. I feel like we've called at least 4.
We called 2, but
we should have 1.
We should have one for sure. But the second one that we called, He asked the
That's
referee
what I'm
to
saying.
come over there and talk to
We
him.
should still only have one even after that.
Yeah.
That's like Chuck said.
But the referee never gave us an
I'm not
explanation
going to
either.
complain
so-
at all.
But this crew, this officiating crew, not officiating crew, this clock crew, has been messing up a
They're
little bit.
all over the place. So Lobos got it with 1:30 left now. Empty backfield Hamilton. Looking deep. You got to be kidding me. Wide open sliding catch. Touchdown Longview.
It's 22.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that is Glaze. Looks like
Javier Glave with the touchdown catch, and Longview strikes from 38 yards away, just his 4th catch of the season. He only had 3 for 37. That one was for 38.
big time play there. Points off of turnovers. First play of the turnover there. Your big time quarterback catches you sleeping for a big time post pattern by one of the shorter receivers out there on the field who was able to come away wide open there for the touchdown. With the extra point is good. Up 21 now.
Ayala's point after, and it's 42-21, 122 left. We may get more before the half's over. Quick break, we're coming right back.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. Hickory down, giving them more that we got. Kick on the door, try to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going hard and taking my chances. I keep it moving, I keep advancing. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. Let's go.
Alrighty, welcome back. Lobos up 42-21. If you left us at the end of the first quarter, you got to be thinking, what did I miss?
Shame.
Go back on YouTube and rewind it, because it's been amazing.
Shame
Yeah.
on you. We talked about settling down, and the defense is going to figure it out. And here they go, pitching a shutout in the second quarter here, up 21 now.
Don't rewind it at halftime and miss the big green marching machine, though.
The best band in the East Texas land.
All right, Hamilton's 10 of 12, 229 and 3 scores. We're going to go short pooching kick again, 30-yard line. They got to dive for that one. And right now, if you're North Forney, you got to be back on your heels. And do you even try to fling the ball here, or do you just run it a couple times and say, let's figure it out?
I guarantee you they over there trying to figure out what the heck are we doing wrong here.
I mean, the reality is we get the ball to start the third quarter.
Yep.
You have to go get points. You have to at all costs. 'Cause if you go down 4 scores, it doesn't matter who you have playing.
And here's the thing: here you become very one-dimensional now. And when we know you have to sit back there and pass the ball, we're coming back there at you, and your quarterback is not very tall to be able to see and throw over there. So tips, balls, the way we were able to get an interception is more susceptible.
My guess is they hand off to Woodard. First down and 10, 30-yard line. Not on first down. They're going to throw high, second down coming. Oh, and we got more extracurriculars going on the end of the play.
There's no flags. Referee's going to have to do a good job here. As I see our strength coach is out there trying to run around and see what's going on here.
That's
as we don't come to fight. We want to fight between the whistles here.
That's Bates down there. It was pressuring Legend Bay.
But
I don't see a flag.
Bates having a pretty nice first
and
half.
they better hurry up because that clock is rolling down there. If they don't get a playoff here,
Yep.
but they don't care right now. They probably want to get out this half.
Well, they're going to be in trouble because they got 4 on the play clock because they just now come to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 0. They got to take a timeout again. So with 1:19 left, they burn another timeout to try to keep this thing from getting out of control.
And all that fighting that they was doing in between the plays here ended up costing them this timeout, as they took forever to get themselves in the huddle and to get a play call off. And you can't take these timeouts with you into halftime and roll them over.
I'd like to rewind that a little bit. I want to know I think Bay was the one who was reacting to Bates getting in his face. I think it was him that was giving Bates the business in that pile.
I believe so too. And the thing though, I like that our players, once they was getting pushed and getting shoved, they didn't react and push back. They just said we're gonna continue to keep doing it on our own here in between the whistles and let the play do the talking. I don't think our cameras was it caught it.
Yeah, we just left it just before it happened, but I'm pretty sure, in kind of glancing over at that after the incomplete, that it was Bay that was trying to intimidate Bates not to end up in his neighborhood anymore. So we got second down and 10, 1:19 left. Lobos still showed with 2 timeouts, although I thought they only had 1. Bay, empty backfield. He's going to run it himself, looking for some space, and he's got it. 50, 40, 35, down at the 35-yard line. Great tackle in the secondary by James Pierce.
Talking about so fast, and you was able to see it on the draw play there as we was settling for a pass. He runs deep and comes away with the big-time yards there. This is one of his biggest runs of the night. Gets them the ball at the 35-yard line. Be careful on the big play again.
35-yard run. Clock coming down to a minute. There it is to Woodard. Handoff, that's fine. Give him 5 yards, lay on them on the pile.
That is fine there. 1 timeout left to go. If they want to run the ball, let them do it. If they want to settle to get into halftime without getting points as they finally start to hurry up now here.
I don't think they have any timeouts. They just called that other one. I think they missed how many they had left. Bay back to pass. Middle of the field, got a man wide open, 15-yard line. Makes a great move. Can they get him down? And they do at the 3. Clock will stop while they reset.
Got to hurry up and get the defensive line out there on the field.
They better hurry. They want to snap already. Now they come. And we got another timeout. Looks like the Lobos going to have to take it this time. So the clock will stop with 28 seconds. Lobos fell asleep. The slot guy got wide open middle of the field.
Not able to get tackled in the open field there. Got them the ball at the 2-yard line, 3-yard line there. Those are tackles you got to be able to come away with in the open field to keep them further away from getting into their red zone here. Now you hear that, here you go with less than 30 seconds to go. They're on the verge to try to get some type of points to get them something to kind of feel good about to end this first half.
That was DeQuillan Vaughn on the catch, the 5'9", 165 senior, picked up 27. So we've got, should be no timeouts for either team, although they now are flashing none for the Lobos and 1 for the Falcons with 28 seconds left on the clock. What a crazy first half.
What a crazy first half is right here. You get a chance to take 26 to 30-minute break.
Yeah.
To kind of calm down and relax and figure out what the heck has been going on here.
This is a huge possession for North Forney.
Yes, sir.
They would have gone in 3 scores down, and again, the Lobos get it to start. They score here. They reel them back in. Remember, this team was down huge to Rockwell Heath and ended up coming back. Lost at the end, but made a big gain in the second half. It's going to be Bay trying to get in. He's not going to get there. Now just stay on top as long as you can.
Yep.
There shouldn't be any timeouts.
Where is this going on? What is happening?
Clock stops with 15. Did they
I see nobody signaling timeout.
Apparently they must have had the 1 left. It sure looked like they had called 3.
But the referee is not.
What is
going on here?
I think they're about to say, hey, I don't think they have a timeout. Or maybe they're going to call.
Nobody signaled timeout.
I don't see a flag. Maybe
the referees are doing North Forney a favor right here and stopping the ball and letting them gather and get themselves situated here.
I feel like they're discussing 2 things. Do they have a timeout, and is this delay game on the defense for laying on the guy with the ball?
But
Let's see.
It wasn't, though.
Now, it wasn't obvious enough where that's a thing.
We have personal foul, number 1 on the offense.
Whoa.
So they are mad.
Number 1 is Bryson Thrower, their receiver. He got called for an unsportsmanlike penalty. So that pushes this thing back. That's why the clock stopped.
And that's why the whistles kept
I can live with that, fellas.
I can too.
And that pushes it back to the 17-yard line.
And it should start. The clock should roll as soon as that ball is spotted if they don't have any timeouts. What a break for the Lobos.
Well, it is if
almost a break, yeah.
Sure,
it is a big break, yeah.
Obviously, second goal from the 16 is way different than second goal from the 1 with 0 timeouts.
Here you are now. You give them now you make them have to throw the ball here. In my opinion, I don't think they can run it and be able to get up and try to get a field goal team out here pretty fast. I think you have to throw the ball as a slot guy.
Help up top,
yes.
Yeah.
See TJ trying to run and get some help, and that's what he do.
Bay back to pass. Got some time. Middle of the field. He's throwing behind his receiver.
No, but I think that may be offense because it looks like he pulled our guy into him as he was trying to get him out of the way here. There is face guarding is allowed in college. In high school.
No, they signal on us. Atieno is the intended target. I know you did. So they'll bim 15 and get him back to the 2-yard line. There's 11 seconds left.
So we'll do second, go from the 8 now. Assuming that's a half the distance penalty, as it should be. No. Oh, no, they're going to give him what?
It's the 15
It's the 15.
They've got that ball at the 2-yard line.
It's 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, remember they marked 15 yards off of the personal foul.
If they're not at the 30, it's half the distance, but maybe
No, it's that's what it is, 15. Now we got another whistle.
That false start this time?
I don't see any flags.
What are we doing?
This has been insane.
What are we doing?
Well, they took a second off, so this officiating crew is struggling here in the second half or second quarter.
And these are incredibly huge calls here with no timeouts.
The North Forney fans, we're in an enclosed press box, and we can hear them yelling.
What are we doing?
So they're still trying to figure out what's the plan.
Man, let's see. I'll turn it up, see if we can hear him.
You need 11 seconds on the clock, please.
All that for 11 seconds?
Yeah, okay. They put the second. I don't know why. They put the second back on, and then whatever. So
all right.
we'll try it again.
And they tipped their handoff. You saw there was going to be a run to the right side before that play was ruled dead.
Instead, they're going to run left. Now Bay's trying to go the other way. 3-4 guys now back.
That's a legal man downfield.
They're all over the end zone.
There's 3 guys in the end zone. He gets the pass off, caught, and the Lobos trying to keep him out of the end zone, and they do, and the half is over.
What a turn of events, and there goes a lot of flags. Or a lot of pushing going on.
In the second half, won't we?
No, there's no flags. A lot of pushing going on. My goodness, these referees better get this game under control.
Yeah, Jersey lost his hat. He's mad.
That was way too much going on to end that first half.
Wow.
So many penalties could have been thrown as I saw linemen in the end zone.
All 5 of them.
My goodness, what are we doing?
Back of the end zone.
Well, with all that, the Lobos, who started a little slow, got going in the second. They had scored 35 unanswered points since now being 21-7. And they go in the locker room up 42-21. And as chippy as this game has become the last 5 or 6 minutes of game time, you got to figure coaches and officials better get control, or we're going to have all kinds of ejections in the second half.
And John King is storming his way down there to make his mark on that locker room, make it clear, hey, second half, we can't afford to lose anybody next week. These are big, big games.
That's right.
My goodness, man, what a
and the Lobo band just comes on out the field as if to say,
let's bring order back to the
right.
Absolutely. What an end to the first half. Excellent job of the defense, bending but not breaking. Excellent stop there to close out this first half as they ended the
We'll let them
quarter.
class up the place. We'll be quiet. We'll let the second half roll here in about 30 minutes. First, it's a big green marching machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Longview Independent School District is proud to present to the field in their 61st year the 2025-2026 LHS US. Officers this year left to right are Senior Lieutenant Avery Foreman, Junior Co-Captain Michaela Davis, Junior Lieutenant Jocelyn Jimenez, Junior Co-Captain Claire Gouldsby, and Senior Lieutenant Carissa Wallace. The Vuettes will now entertain you with their Streamer Jazz Routine 2, Uptown Funk. Junior Olivia Nahara. Spirit Girl of the Week is Junior Maisie Sanchez. Teacher of the Week is Coach Jarrett King. The Vuettes would like to congratulate the Lobo Band and their directors on their outstanding second place finish at the State Military Marching Contest this week. Congratulations, Big Green Marching Machine. Vuettes are under the direction of Debbie McGowan and assisted by Haley Cooper. And now, the 2025 Longview High School Majorettes will perform a dance twirl routine to All In, featuring the senior majorettes. Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Etsy Islas, Olivia Shepard, and Ryan Castaneda, the Longview Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Longview High School Lobo Band. This is the Big Green Marching Machine. All right, Lobo fans, on your feet as the big green marching machine marches the Rockinelle off the field. Tuesday, the Lobo Band competed at the UIL State Military Marching Contest, where they were awarded the silver medal. Alongside that award, the Lobo Band recently earned a state record 76th First Division at the UIL Region Marching Contest. Tomorrow, the Lobo Band will travel to Nacogdoches to perform at halftime of the SFA UTRGV football, all alongside the Lumberjack Marching Band. We would love to see a sea of green in the stands of Homer Bryce Stadium. The students and directors of the Lobo Band would like to thank all parents, community members, and LISD for their continued support this season. We would also like to thank our silver level and higher sponsors this year: Sory & Hoover LLP, Peter Chevrolet, ABC Auto, Weber Landscape, Raising Canes, Rams Paint and Body, PCA E-Discovery Solutions, Paula Yarborough, Cruise by Mandy LLC, Solis Brothers Excavation, Walmart 4th Street, La Malva Mexican Bakery, Eastman Credit Union, Captain Anonymous, Dr. Ryan Peavy, Juicy's Taco, and Drug Emporium. Thank you for your kind attention to tonight's performance, and go Lobos! Falcon Nation, get ready. It's time for a very special halftime performance. Taking the field for the first time tonight, please welcome your Sapphire Strutters and North Forney varsity cheerleaders. Leading your varsity cheerleaders this year are Captain Marva Dolo, Co-Captain Avery Aldridge, Junior Captain Eva Shapiro, Spirit Captain Kalia Griffin.
Leading your Sapphire Strutters this year, our Junior Lieutenant Elizabeth Parker, Senior Lieutenant Faith Mendez, First Lieutenant Raquel Medina, and Senior Captain Cristiana Rodriguez. Congratulations to our Sapphire Strutter of the Week, Bridget Ladera Ball. Sapphire Strutters are under the direction of Paris Newton and Ryan Johns. Your varsity cheerleaders are under the direction of Mary Grant and Mo Turner. A big thank you to our halftime sponsors, Accident and Injury Chiropractic, Black Enigma LLC, and Platinum Ford. One more time, let's hear it for your North Forney Sapphire Strutters and varsity cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, on the field for your halftime enjoyment is the North Forney High School Marching Band from Forney, Texas. The Pride of Falcon Nation is under the direction of Jim Gist, Mason Jacoy, Jason Tucker, Colin Crouch, and Trey Brown, and under the field direction of drum majors Quentin Gadoo, Lily Sides, Deanna Malkison, and Isabella Marino. The Pride of Falcon Nation would like to thank their amazing Band Booster Club and Forney ISD administration for all their continued support. Tonight, we would like to honor our senior band members that are wearing our traditional band uniform. Thank you, seniors, for your leadership and commitment to the Pride of Falcon Nation. Now for our last home performance of our 2025 halftime production, Sinister. One more big round of applause for your Pride of Falcon Nation band, Varsity Cheer, and Sapphire Strutters.
Welcome back to the field, your North Forney Falcons.
We welcome you back. Great halftime. If you're a Lobo fan, great first half. I don't like to use great too many times. Let's have a great second half. We'll head back home and be lining up for maybe a matchup next week that helps us decide a district championship and playoff seeding and all that fun stuff. But we got another 24 minutes to do. Lobos up 42-21. First half, turnovers were the difference in this game. Legend Bay's thrown 2 interceptions, and we recovered an onside kick. We had one bad turnover, a bad snap of a punt attempt that cost us 40 yards of field position plus, and they scored. That's really been the difference, kind of a 3-to-1 turnover difference that helped to lead to that 35-point blow-up that the Lobos experienced from the end of the first through the entire second quarter.
And one word that I can use to describe that first half was relaxed. Once we relaxed, we was able to come away with 28 unanswered points.
And another thing I've never seen before, North Forney's lined up to kick the ball. Lobo band's playing them out of the tunnel. Never seen anything like it.
Well, this is something to be able to look out for. They got a chance to, watch something trickery to start this second half. My word for this second half now is just finish. Finish what you have started. You have relaxed. You took their best. You took their best shot, and that was in the first quarter. The second quarter, once you relaxed, you was able to take their best. You was able to come away with 28 points. And now you just got to go out there and finish. Finish what you started. You've done an excellent job now. You just got to play smart, and let's go out and finish this like the Lobos supposed to.
A week ago, we took a 31-7 lead into the halftime locker room. We came out in the third quarter. We did a 17-play, 71-yard, 9-minute, 42-second drive. Didn't score, but ended the game in effect.
Yes, sir.
We could do that now. We'd all walk away happy.
If we take 6-7 minutes off this drive here, it is a win for the Lobos for sure.
We start the second half with a kick return out to about the 24-yard line for Carter, and that's where we're going to start half number 2. Lobos up by 3 scores, and now we start an important third quarter for the Longview Lobos.
This team, they've been their motto is coming out here to stop the running game. Instead, we've been able to throw all over them. They got 3 big guys up front, but they got a lot of defensive speed behind them to be able to funnel everything inside. Curious to see what type of adjustments we're going to come away with to make some plays.
I don't think Matt Garcia is coming back in the game. 99. 90 is in there at nose tackle for them. That was their number 2 guy. First down, Hamilton back to pass. How about a guy open Glave with another catch? He's going to go into Falcon territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Okay, let's start 35, 36 yards to open up this second half.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, am I right?
Nope. You roll to the right. Glave runs a corner route, comes wide open. The cornerback, he sits in on the number 1 receiver up top, which was Herndon. Glave is wide open. Comes away with the big-time catch there to get us in the ball in our field position, in our territory.
36-yard pitch and catch. First down, Lobos. To the ground we go. And a little bit is moving the pile forward to about the 38-yard line. Keelan Cummings with the carry. And it'll be second down and 8.
But the key thing he did there was fall forward, come away with the positive yards there, getting the ball inside of the 40 now. As the Lobos continue to try to move forward, they come in with a plethora of subs right now.
Including Mason, who's coming into the game. Offensive line, Jaden Jackson, Star Shaw, Beckett Cox, Demarion Pickering, and Braxton Williams. We don't get to say their name a whole lot. They don't touch the ball, but they're doing a great job pass blocking in particular tonight. Hamilton's been pretty clean back there in the pocket.
Herndon's in the slot.
Under center goes Hamilton. Fake the handoff. Now, little screen set up, and Mason never saw it coming. Flags come flying, 2 or 3 of them.
And you know what that is going to call. I guess they've been listening. I guess the refs went back and listened to what I was calling, trying to call on their offense, and now they look like they're going to give it to us. as there was a late developing screenplay, but they're going to probably get you for a legal man downfield.
Well, and you say late development. It was actually a little hurried. Hamilton had to get rid of it in a hurry. He had a defender in his face right from the get-go, and I don't think Mason ever saw the ball coming.
The big thing was I saw Beckett Cox, our center, leading the way, was 10 yards down the field before the ball was thrown.
Yeah, Demarion Pickering's right with him. So we're still trying.
What's it taking so long?
We were having this discussion at halftime. This officiating crew is having a very difficult time actually carrying out their job, and they're still having a hard time with it as the white hat isn't even in the middle of the conversation. Now they're going to decide, all right, illegal man downfield on the Lobos.
You got to decline this, right?
Well, I don't know.
I
I'm going to set up second down in
They never asked.
You would think during this time they're going to talk to the coach.
Second and 13.
Never thought to get the
This is the meetings of the wrong minds.
This is crazy. This is absolutely good. This is a pretty routine thing.
My goodness.
Either you're taking the 5 yards or we're, making it third down and 8. What are we doing, Coach? And they decide we want to mark them back.
Oh, wow.
So we'll go second down and 13.
I think that's a good thing for the Lobos.
Oh, I think so too.
Man. Took us 10 minutes.
We get to do second down again.
This should not take that long. And I know we don't usually fuss a whole lot about this kind of thing, but this shouldn't take this long.
Well, we're 3 hours into a stream and it's halftime.
And looking at the comments, everybody's feeling the same way we are.
I formation. We'll go back to pass again. Hamilton's got time. Now he's got a flush. He's got pressure coming. Gets rid of it into a crowd and almost intercepted. That was not a good decision by Trey as he threw that into 5 players, 3 of them wearing dark jerseys, and now it's third down and 13.
It's one of those things. I know Coach Sanders and Coach King, they're going to probably tell him, hey, when there's nothing available right there, just throw it away. Let's live to fight another play. Up 21 points. Momentum is a big thing here. You do not want to give it away when it's definitely on your side here. You don't want to give this team any type of opportunity. They've been down before. They've been down from big leads, and they've been able to fight their way back. But you don't want to give them any type of help.
All right, so third down. At about the 43-yard line. Hamilton back, setting up, looks deep, got a man a little bit high, and unable to bring it down, Sean Davis, and it brings up fourth down.
I mean, a good eye, a good try, when unable to come away with the catch there to move the chains for the first down there. I know the quarterback, he wants that throw back, and the receiver wants the opportunity to get that ball back as well. Both figured they got to come away with that to be able to convert, but it's going to come away fourth down, and we're going to punt it.
Would have been a difficult catch, but he'd tell you he should have caught that.
All right, punting time. We didn't eat up 6 minutes off the clock. We barely ate off 1. High kick by Hobbs, however. This one will hit at the 12. Takes a Lobo bounce, and they're going to grab it. And I think somebody called for a fair catch.
I don't know if he did.
And they grabbed it on the bounce and took off running. The officials immediately blew that thing dead, but I don't see a flag.
That was my next point. If it was a fair catch, where is the flag?
I'm not sure we want to. Let's get this thing going.
I mean, is that a flag for rolling around in the end zone? Or not of the ball. But it was a good snap that time to the punter.
He didn't.
I don't think he waved.
He waved people away from it, and then he went and grabbed it.
Oh no, they're talking again.
Which they're wrong on either one of two things. If it was a fair catch and he returned it, then that's a delay basically, and that should have been a penalty.
He's going to say something. Hang on.
They shouldn't have waved it dead.
There it is.
Wow.
He signaled a fair catch and then ran with the ball.
And see, really, he did not.
He really did not.
We watched it on our delay.
Yes.
He put his hands down to his teammates to stay away from it.
Yes, I felt like that was a bad call.
And did not get his hands up shoulder high. They were waist high, waving him away. So they mark it down at the 3-yard line. And that's where they'll start on offense for play number 1. And it's a gain up to about the 7 as Asuko is the ball carrier. He goes for about 5.
Open field tackle that needed to be made. Yeah, you took the blunt of it, but you kept him from continue to move forward to get a first down there. It's a good stop. Good stop that needed. Anybody that plays defense, you've taken hits like that before too.
So we'll do second down and 6 at the 7-yard line. Legend Bay, the quarterback.
Receiver stacked up top.
And he'll hand off first down. And here goes Asuko, and here we go again, off to the races. He's just running away from everybody. Can he get all the way to the end zone? Lobos pull up. He's going to go for their second 90-plus yard touchdown run in this game.
Unlike the defense there, they just spreaded you out, and they just ran the ball right up the middle with their big-time threat and running back who has well over 200 yards rushing. Missed tackle there. Nobody else catches him after that. Long way to go, but here they go again. Needing 90-plus yards to get a touchdown, and they get it in a big chunk play there. The Lobos defense had to do a better job in stopping that run.
That is their second 93-yard run in this game. Woodard had the first one. Asuko's got the second one. Extra points good. It's 42-28, 9:41. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. We're
about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let them reach the sky. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Hickory down, giving them all that we got. Kick on the door, try to knock, but nobody answered. I'm going hard and taking my chances. I keep it moving, I keep advancing. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the sky. Let's go.
Juicy's Hamburgers, voted best burger in East Texas for 35 years. Juicy's has been a leader in flavor, quality, and service with a smile since 1980.
Bush.
I muted the mic.
Oh.
We're back.
I believe so. Sorry about that. A sneeze hit me at the wrong time.
42-28 the score. The running up the middle, a bit of a problem so far for the Lobo defense. That's two of those gashing plays. The other one kind of went right tackle. This one straight up the gut. And 93 yards later, we got a two-score ball game.
And before the snap, I was just about to say, it feels like any play North Forney runs that doesn't break for 50 yards is a good outcome for the Lobos.
The Lobos need to answer now. Ball to the 12-yard line. Return down the sideline. How about this? How about this? Mason will get it down to the 40-yard line.
That's
Actually,
Graves.
it's Graves.
Yeah, he
with
had
the
a
return, he goes for 50.
Excellent job by your special team setting up the wall there.
The officials are talking. I still don't see a flag. I guess they never picked him up from that one play.
Had a wall there and was able to make a big-time run play.
Have you noticed that? There's been no flags thrown, but they're having penalties.
I'm not sure what the heck is going on right now.
You know, let's see. There's no flag down. There's some shiny thing down around the 45-yard line.
I saw that when KD was returning it earlier.
It's just some glittered stuff from the halftime show, I think.
The referees are standing right here on the 39-yard line still, where the ball was stopped at.
This is
I'm not seeing any laundry on the field.
Yeah, not a hint of yellow anywhere. Let's
so there
see.
was a 50-yard return. Let's hear it.
Block in the back on the receiving team.
BS. Come on, man.
Well, we're not getting a 50-yard return. They're going to start this thing where? He picked the ball up around the 10. They're going to mark it down at the 30.
And the same thing for the punt call. There's no flag on the field. I'm not sure what's happening.
And I'm looking. I don't see where it happened at. I saw a late flag come out late on the replay.
Did you see a flag on the replay?
I didn't see where the flag would come in at.
All right, well, they'll mark it at the 30. Lobos will start there. So Trey Hamilton in the gun on first down. Lobo offense probably going to need a few more scores to wrap this one up. Empty backfield. Trey back. Going to hit Graves in the backfield. And how about down the sideline anyway? You won't let me have 50 on the kick return. I'll take it on the pass. Still going. Touchdown Lobos.
Back-to-back weeks for touchdown for Big Caden Graves. It doesn't matter where you put us at. He's a threat to be able to take it deep, and that's exactly what it does. Catches it on the sideline, used excellent blocking, cuts upfield, was not going to be denied. Big-time score by the Lobos. What a way to answer back quickly.
All right, Hamilton's now got 335 yards. That is the third most in Longview history. He just passed Joel Armstrong. Kick, a line drive that goes through 49-28. Lobos take one play to score 4 touchdowns on the evening for Hamilton.
What a way to tell the defense, hey, we got your back. You give up a big-time play, we're going to come back with one ourselves. We're going to come away with a big-time play, a big-time touchdown to get the score back to 21.
Man.
Hamilton, who threw for 302 against Legacy, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
And probably could have had a lot more if that game wasn't a blowout.
Yes, sir.
He threw for about 240 last week in a game that we just took the air out of the ball in the second half and barely threw, and finished with about 277 in that game.
If North, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you here. If North Forney doesn't stop, you're about to go where I was headed, I believe.
We're going to keep throwing.
Haynes King won't be at the top of that leaderboard anymore.
Well, the next one up is Haynes at 359. After that, the ultimate is Haynes at 425.
Oof.
Our man right now
We can save that for
has
that.
335. He needs 91 yards.
If he gets to the ultimate number, I'm not sure I'm going to ever rule my scoreboard for the actual score. This has been incredible television.
Well, we'll start it again. This half is only 3 minutes, not even, 2 minutes and 37 seconds old. We've already had 2 scores. This goes back to what the first quarter looked like. We'll try it again. DeLuna, little pooching kick. This is going to hit at the 35, and they'll fall on at the 32-yard line.
Good coverage there by the kickoff team there on a pooch kick. If the returner wasn't able to corral it, we was going to jump on that ball early. Come away with another stop here, but this time, here's the win for us. We don't let them start the ball inside the 10-yard line. As the 2 times they've gotten it, they've been able to break away with big-time 90-yard plays here. It's time for the defense to bow up, step up, show up, come away with some big-time stops here to take the confidence of this offense off of the field.
How about Haynes is willing to trade? I'll let Trey have the passing record. I'll take the Heisman. How
Absolutely.
about we do that
Let's
tonight?
do that.
First down, 32-yard line. Legend Bay rolling. Going to his right. Tosses fastball. Dropped in and out of the hands of his target at about the 50-yard line. Jackson in there on the coverage.
It's Halloween. Too many Butterfingers as he had the ball in his hands and it comes away incomplete. Corner route there. Quarterback rose right. Defense rose with him. He gets the ball over the top of the DB's head into the coverage. Into the window that he needed to. The receiver just wasn't able to grab it.
That's Elijah Otieno. He's going to Wake Forest. He's already committed.
Almost sounds a little crazy, but every play they don't hand the ball off seems like a win for the Lobos.
Second down, 10, 32. They hand it off. Asoku to the 37, maybe 38-yard line for 6.
You're talking about a young man that's running with a lot of confidence, runs the ball off the right edge, and finish the run by letting the defense have it, running through them with some aggression to bring up a positive yard gain there. Here we go, 3rd and 5 here. It's a big-time stop here for the Lobos to try to come off the field as we may get in uncharted territory for this North Forney team.
They'll stack receivers. Instead, they're going to try to wildcat this thing. They bounced off, and here we go again. You ain't going to catch Legend Bay. Nope. Angle or no angle, he's going to the house. He bounced off the line and took that thing 5 yards?
Yep, had him
62.
Had him stopped, and once he bounced to the outside, man, it was a wrap. Once that young man gets open in the open space, it is over for you. As he's going to Tennessee for a reason, he is a top athlete in this country.
Guidardo trying to get this back to a 2-score game. As he comes in, Guardiolo rather, going for the point after. 49-34. A little bit of a high snap. They get it down. Kick is up and good. 49-35, 8:34 still left in the third. Let's take a timeout here on Game Day.
I'm attorney Marty Young. When you or your loved ones are involved in a catastrophic accident, hire the law firm with a proven track record.
In the last 25 years, no law firm has achieved our results in and out of the courtroom. You need and want to hire the lawyers who get proven results that insurance companies and corporations know about, that insurance and corporations are afraid of. Don't make the mistake of hiring a law firm who is not feared by the insurance industry. We truly hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
All right, Keaton, I need you to dive into your knowledge bank of the most combined points ever in Lobo history. Because right now, we still have a quarter and 8.5 to go. We got 20 minutes and 34 seconds left, and there are 84 points on the board already.
I want to say it was a year. I don't know the exact year, but I think the opponent that we played was Forny. We had a barn burner in Forny. Took it down to the end of the game. I believe Jackson Smith and Jigma was the receiver then. He wasn't a senior. I think it was his junior year where we played and where we scored a lot of points.
I remember 45-44 last year. That close?
We've already gotten, we're about there. They're trying their onside kick, and we'll grab it and hang on to possession, take over at the 45-yard line. Looked like who went up and got that? 20 for us is Pierce.
And an excellent job at staying home. It's something that I see us practice on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. We practice that. We practice staying at home, practice surprise on sides. Defense did the special teams did a good job in being able to come away with that ball there, making sure we don't give up any cheap turnovers.
Yeah, and strategy-wise, if we're just going to score anyway, I'd be kicking onside kicks too, right?
You can't afford to trade points for points.
No, you can't. All right, well, Lobos answered their last score in one play. Let's see what we can do on this one. Hamilton in the backfield. He's got Mason with him. Here's the pitch to Mason. Washington turns it up the field, gets 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Positive yard play, sprint option out there to the right. Gets the pitch right when he needed to. Mason cuts it up. Gain of 5 there is going to bring up 2nd and 5 to start this drive.
Right on the 50. Mason will stay in the game at tailback. And I appreciate the correction. Javier Glave is out in the slot. I've been saying Glave. Apparently that was wrong. And we certainly take corrections. Trust me.
Absolutely.
We don't try to get them wrong. If we don't know, we try to say them the best we can. Glave in the slot. 2nd and 5. Hamilton keeping it himself, spinning for about 3.5. It's going to bring up 3rd and a yard and a half.
Charger to our heads, not our heart. As Craig on that 2nd down play gets positive yard gains, falls forward, brings it to about 3rd and 1.5 now. Long 2, if you want to call it.
Where's 33? It's his turn.
Here he goes back in the fullback position. Here we're under center. Here they go loading up the box. 10 guys in the box this time.
They're bringing in their beef. No questions. Mano a mano on that line. Lobos with 2 tight ends set. Oh, a little juggle again, and this one, nope, not going anywhere. Mason got blown up in the backfield. Just too many bodies. Janvey Williams with the tackle for a loss, and now you got 4th and 4, and you got to wonder now, does it matter where on the field you give them the ball? Because it really doesn't. Do we go for it here? It looks like the punting unit's coming in.
And I was thinking, here we go. You punt the ball, make them have to go the long way to score. They have scored every time they have 90-plus yards to go here. Here we are now giving up 2 scores to begin this half. Can we just go ahead and make us a stop? Make us a 2nd half adjustment.
And they're going to let Hobbs punt it, and he does.
Oh, no.
Where'd it go?
It's straight up.
Got a good
Takes a little bounce.
A little bit of a bounce anyway. We get about a 5-yard punt, maybe?
Ball bounced. They probably told him just to sky kick it up, and that's exactly what happened. The ball was kicked up so high, he out-kicked the coverage, or the coverage outran him. Outran the punt.
Yeah, where are they going to mark this thing? 27. It's a 22-yard punt.
And before this drive, we're not going to get a word in here shortly. So the Diagnostics Clinic of Longview is the principal focus of their practices in the delivery of primary care services, as well as 16 medical subspecialties. Services include pediatrics and adolescents medicine, gynecology, family practice, and internal medicine. For a full list of services and specialty areas, visit their services page and find the physician who's right for your needs.
All right, well, back to offense. Legend Bay, pressure coming, throws middle of the field. Whoa, incomplete. I thought T.J. Jackson had a beat on that thing for a second.
I did too. The backside safety looked like he had a chance. Be able to come away with the play there. He clapped his hands with frustration, realized how close he was, but I think he was more chasing the player than actually seeing where the ball was.
Yeah, if he turns his head, he's still running.
Lobos already have 2 picks in this game. Now we got 2nd down and 10. Again, the field distance makes no difference. North Forney can go from anywhere. They got track speed. Hand it to Woodard. Woodard looking for a gap up the middle, not going to get much. Across the 30. Bradley Williams, first one to hit him.
Good tackle there by Bradley Williams, using the outside leverage, their outside backer, coming up with a big-time stop there, making him to where he's not busting this running game, hitting his head on the back of the end zone. Good tackle there, good stop, brings up 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 right now here.
Lobos going with light defensive linemen. They've really gone a little bit on the small side. Tyson Johnson, Chaston Wrighton, you got Woolridge and Hamilton all kind of playing defensive line right here. 3rd and 7, back to pass. Bay's got time, flush to his left, sets and throws, just winging this thing back deep, and they make the catch. We had 2 defenders there, and neither one could track the ball. Instead, their guy does. That's Vaughn for the catch all the way down to the 32-yard line.
Missed time there by the DBs as they jumped up, thinking that the ball was going to be thrown a little short, and as they get there, the ball sails over their head. The receiver makes an impossible throw. Looks possible as he comes away with the big-time catch there.
38-yard gain. The 5'9" Vaughn went up and got that.
Got to get that stop.
32-yard line, first down. They're rolling again. This is Bay keeping it himself. Got a little space and then got closed in a hurry as he goes to the 29-yard line for a gain of 3.
Good job there by the defense stretching it out. Their jersey, his helmet comes off. He's going to have to sit out a play here. And I was just going to say on that defense, on that 3rd down, we had a spy. We had both our linebackers spying Legend Bay. We wasn't going to let him get outside of us. He just got out just a little bit and just let that ball fly to come away with that big time.
Jazavian Jones comes in for Hampton Williams with the helmet off. 2nd down and 7.
Last time they spied like this.
Asuko back in the backfield. He's going to get the ball. Up the middle he goes. Falls through the pile to the 24-yard line, where it now brings up 3rd and 2.
And they found something with the formation that they like. Once they stack the receivers up at the top, they're pushing you all the way up to the numbers. They're trying to stretch the defense out so far enough wide to where they can bust a run up the middle of the seam on you, put you in space and let their guy being able to make plays there. And that's exactly what they was trying to do there, that play.
4 minutes left in the quarter. Asuko's still in the backfield. He's to the left.
Same formation, look again.
And this time it's Bay keeping it. Trying to get wide, he does. Still going around defenders, gets a block and knocked out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. But Carter took the wrong path.
Took the wrong path there, gave up a 1st down. Soon as you dip in, he's going to dip back out of you very quickly here. Make him, force him inside where the defensive help is. And here we go here. They got the ball inside the red zone now.
17-yard line, 1st down and 10. 3:30 left in the 3rd. They again hand off Asuko up the middle to the 15-yard line, gain of a couple, and that's all. And they're on the tackle. Lawson, it's actually Hampton Williams who's hanging on.
Bending right now here. The defense comes up with a little bit of a stop here. The ball is inside of the 15. You need to come away with some stops here. You're only up by 14 now.
This 3rd quarter taking a while to get rolling. 3 minutes and counting left here in the 3rd. 2nd down and 7. Bay with a quick toss. That one ball up in the air and almost intercepted. Bradley Williams almost got a gift. Came right back to his lap and he couldn't hang on to it.
When you get those gimmies, you got to take them away. Almost had an opportunity to come away with our 2nd turnover inside of the red zone. Those are big-time plays that your defense got to be able to make. Those would have been a big win, but that is a moot point now as it comes away. Now it's 3rd down and long here. You know you're in 4-down territory, up by 2 scores.
Lobos have had 2 chances at picks on this drive. Jackson had one, now Williams. Here we go. Bay gonna throw deep to the end zone. Another juggled ball incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Almost an interception as the DB just a little too short there as the ball gets over his head, but I think he made enough of a deflection or enough of a deflection on the receiver to make him change his eyesight a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he just got enough in the way to distract the receiver from a clean catch. So now you've got 4th and 7 at the 14-yard line. Clock stopped, 2:44 left in the third. Legend Bay with Woodard to his left. Back to pass goes Bay. Rolling to his right. Lobos trying to string him out. He'll toss one up in the air. Ball is caught.
That's the first down.
And dropped at the 2-yard line is the receiver for North Forney, who got unloaded on.
He is hurt. My goodness, he took a big-time shot. Those are the throws that you quarterback, you just airmailed it so much, you left your man out to dry. And, man, what a big-time hit there. Oh, my goodness.
It was a delayed release. And when he released, he didn't really see the defender coming, and that was Josiah Hill that just got him with a shoulder right in the breadbasket.
And it was a clean hit, too. He used his shoulder. It wasn't nothing that was deliberate. He was out there simply trying to make a football play, separate the man from the ball, and it was a catch that made them get a first down.
And give the young man credit for holding on to that ball. That was a pretty good shot there.
Took one for the team there, but, man, you can't just leave your man out there to dry like that. But those are plays. Those are plays that need to be made, and sometimes you just gotta let it go like that.
Yeah, I think he got the wind knocked out. I'm shocked if it's at the minimum not that. That's Woodard that made the catch. He was blocking in front of Bay and then released, and Bay just kind of lofted that one up there to him. It's a great catch, as you said, probably a game-saving catch for Woodard, because this drive certainly was dead if he doesn't catch that ball. So it's first down inside the 5 now.
Here they go again. 2 receivers up top at the top of the numbers. They're going to just run the ball up the middle.
And here they go. And in they go. That was a little too easy again. And we're down to a 1-score game, 49-41. Well, it's going to come back to the offense. They're going to just have to keep scoring. This is going to be outscore the other guy.
Yes, sir.
Cannot have any more possessions with no points. North Forney starting to feel it, and they're running the Lobo defense a little ragged right now. Oh, right up the middle. They blocked the point after. That was too simple. Jackson got there and blocked the thing. There's a flag down at the 4-yard line. He came streaming right up the gut and basically could have taken the ball off the holder's hand.
Did he get there early? Is that what they're going to say?
Yeah, he definitely got there early.
Now you get this ball moving up half the distance here. North Forney may consider.
Well, it didn't look like he did. It looked like he timed it. False start.
Oh, they're going to get to try again.
Yeah.
I mean, if they get this right.
Referees can't figure out what we're doing here.
We've got 2:22 left in this third quarter.
They still don't know what to do. This is some pretty rude. I mean, we're obviously in no position to. We're not criticizing the officials, but this seems like we're taking way longer than we should be taking on some pretty rudimentary stuff here. Okay.
Yep, they're going to try it again. Back at the 15-yard line. And again,
they got
it. This one we may take all the way. Carter's got it. And maybe, well, he's still going now. He's out of gas. As they get him at the 25-yard line. Had a chance for maybe 2 points the other direction, which would have been huge the way this is going.
Most definitely. But nonetheless, it makes it an 8-score game. Could have made it a 10-point game here.
Well, the only negative there is Decaden Carter has not gotten up from the turf just yet.
Hopefully it's just a cramp, as he's been doing a lot of returning tonight.
So 49-41. Keaton, you actually said earlier, probably we're going to block a point after at some point in time.
And there it goes.
You called it.
When they don't get a cheap extra point there, you make them scoot back a little bit. That ball has been coming out a little bit lower. I'm hoping KD is only cramping right now. As he's up, he's moving around.
Man, if there were ever a time for a Longview Lobo drive, is this it or what? Just pound that football 4 yards at a time, and let's eat up about 8 minutes here, fellas. But North Forney has gone out of the way. to make sure that we aren't able to do that. So it may be Trey Hamilton time.
Well, this has been a mirror of the first quarter. 21-7 was the score in the first quarter. It's been 21-7 here in this third quarter. North Forney's led both of those. Another onside kick attempt, and this time I think North Forney may have gotten it.
They do. Oh, boy.
They stole the possession back like the Lobos did in the first half, and they get it right back at the 40-yard line. Yikes.
Oh, what a disaster of a kickoff coverage there for your Lobos. Turns the ball over, gives them the ball back at the 40-yard line here. Down 8 with 2 minutes to go in the third. It's been this North Forney team has not given up at all as they've been able to fight back from 3 scores down. Come away with opportunity now. Now we're only down 8. Can come away now and tie it up.
Do not see number 6 on the field for the Lobos right now.
Well, he probably is still trying to fight out that cramp, I would bet you.
Oh, boy.
So first down for North Forney. Bay back to pass. He's got a little time. Pressure coming. Now he's going to run. Hampton Williams can't catch him. 30, 20, 15, down to the 12. Make it the 10.
Once he saw real estate, he wasn't gonna relinquish that ball to anybody else. He takes off with the first play of this drive, reels off 30 yards to get them to the 10-yard line now. Now with your back against the wall here after points after a turnover, or with the potential that they're trying to get points after turnover, it's 1st and goal now.
30-yard run for Bay. First down in, they're going to say goal at the 10-yard line. On first, handoff right up the middle, couple yards for Asuko, still fighting to the 5-yard line as he picks up 5.
Run up the middle there. You got a running back that has a lot of confidence right now. He's finishing runs hard as he's supposed to do, as any good back would do. Comes away with the half the yards that he needs it to pay dirt. As a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
You want this? Woodard 9 for 189, Bay 11 for 144, Asuko 7 for 115. They got 300-yard rushers in this game. Bay keeping it, trying to outrun guys to the end zone, and he's going to be stopped at the 1. 3rd down and goal.
Big time play here as we come in under a minute to go here to the end of this third quarter here. It's a big time play here. You know it's 4 down territory. 3rd and 1. Come away with the big time stop here. You cannot break anymore. Need to come away with the stop here. The 2 backs going up, 2 receivers going to the field is run all day.
Heavy package right. They'll give it to Asuko. He is in, squirts through there and got into the end zone.
Untouched.
Yeah, kind of flew through that hole. I was waiting for some resistance, and it didn't come.
Comes away easily, untouched there. That is a touchdown. Down by 2. They're going for 2. No surprise here as they're trying to tie the game up as they have fought back from this game. We knew this was a long way from being over. This North Forney team playing at home. It's senior night for these guys, for these seniors. They taking enough whoopings from Longview that they want to be able to bounce back from it. These guys are fighting hard. A lot on the line in district standings tonight. You got a team they're tough. This is a tale of two halves here, and shout out to them. They haven't given up at all.
Well, they're outscoring us at the moment. It was 42-21. They've outscored us at the moment 26-7 in this half, and it's only the third quarter with 30 seconds left. So they'll go for the 2 thanks to the blocked point after on the last possession. Asuko next to Bay. Bay rolling right, sets, fastball, into the end zone, caught, we're tied.
Tie ball game, 2-point conversion is good. Long way to go before this game is over with, folks. We are tied at 49. My goodness, a lot of points we scored.
Thought that.
If you had the over and under at 100, looks like you're good.
All right, well, we're going to take a break. Frank, you stand.
Let's stick around for this one.
All right.
We got some things to talk about. You want to talk about a very different feel to this one than we were feeling at halftime. North Forney came out and did what they had to do.
This team has fought back before. They was down, I believe, 22-0 to Forney a couple weeks ago. We all thought that game was over with. A lot of people that was watching this game, you probably saw the 21-point lead we had at halftime and thought this game was over with as well.
Yeah.
But thankful that we stopped them at the end of that first half, because right now they would be in the lead if that was the case.
Better let your friends know that turn this thing off. It's time to turn the television back on.
All right, well, with 30 seconds left in this third quarter, Ordiolo's again going to kick one high and short and out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So the Lobos will at least have the ball now.
Oh, no.
Oh, are they going to say that thing stayed in bounds?
Oh, no.
You got to be kidding me.
Wow, my goodness.
You got to be kidding me. That thing certainly looked like it was heading out of bounds.
And
of course, you guys can't see a replay.
Right.
I can't believe that thing did not go out of bounds.
I cannot neither. And I'm wondering, here we go, here we're looking at it.
Oh, it bounced left. I
can't say.
Unless they're saying he caught it and drug a foot.
Yeah, that must be it. They're going to say, what we saw was a kid flashing toward the sideline, and apparently he grabbed the ball before he touched out of bounds, and they recover that kick at the 29-yard line.
And that's one of the things you got to go back and coach on this. When this ball is bounced like that, you make sure you throw it out of bounds yourselves here and make sure you get that flag or put yourself 1 foot out of bounds and catch it and make sure you corral that and don't give away them anything.
So back-to-back possessions they've stolen from the Lobo offense. They go back to the ground. Asoko, defense has been out there forever, it feels like, and Asoko just carries guys to the 22-yard line for a gain of 7, and maybe that'll be the last play of the third quarter.
What a crazy field of events this third quarter has been. My goodness, these Lobos, man, that have blinked, and this other team, and this North Forney team has taken the lead. I see KD running on the sideline trying to get himself back together.
And let the clock roll down. We're going to flip sides of the field. We'll come back second down and 3. Tie game at 49. We still got 12 minutes left to do. Goodness knows what's going to happen next. Let's take a break. We'll come right back for the fourth here on Game Day.
When Laura vowed to love me, in sickness and in health, she wasn't thinking about cancer. But here we are. I'm just grateful my team of experts at Texas Oncology is close by, fighting for me, so I can still start my mornings right here. Hey, I need all of this treatment I can get. I'll see you all tonight.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today, only at Juicy's Taco.
Well, that's not a third quarter we're going to put in a time capsule. They had 236 on the ground and 49 through the air in the quarter. That's 285-yard quarter. We got second down. Asuko trying to get to the first down. Bounces. They're holding on. He's not going to get, well, I say he's not. He kept pushing forward, and I think he got the first down after all.
And it looks like that's what it is. Looking at the line judge at the top, looks like he's about to step past that marker there.
He sure enough did. Gave him a first down at the 19-yard line.
Nobody's moving. The chain gangs, the referees, was it a flag? What was going on?
The clock is
There's
still
another
rolling.
flag.
Okay.
Offense.
Okay.
What?
What's going on?
So we get a delayed face mask call on the offense.
There are no flags. What's happening? Have you seen yellow
I
anywhere?
have not seen yellow anywhere.
This is the strangest thing I've ever seen. So it's going to be 2nd and 16 or maybe?
Forget the first down. That didn't happen. Instead, they're marking this thing back. Wow, back to the 34-yard line, which makes, I guess, from the 19 where the spot was where it happened.
Man, this referee is like, let's get this game over with, because these guys are
And
struggling.
the clock operator ran 17 seconds off the clock. After the first down, they were told to stop the clock.
All right, so back to the 34. We're going to do second down again and 15.
And if you guys are wondering, KD is back out there in the game at cornerback.
Bay with pressure coming after him, can't quite hang on. Now he sets and throws, ball's out of bounds, and it'll be incomplete. Third down.
Third down and long. Definitely outside of field goal range here. The biggest thing here is just do not give up a first down, or do not let them even get close to a first down. You want to be able to give your opportunity here now to get the ball here and finally get yourself off the field and be able to get to relax and breathe and wonder what the heck has been going on now.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're North Forney, do you punt from the 33-yard line?
No, you
I
go
mean,
for it.
they're going for it either way.
you
You
would.
got 2 plays to get it here.
Well, if you just keep them from where it's at, making it fourth and long here.
We're blocking extra points. They're not attempting long field goals.
All right, so 3rd and 15. Woolridge, by the way, was the guy that almost had Bay, couldn't get him to the ground, and now it looks like we're getting a timeout.
Yeah,
It comes with 11:02 left to play in this third quarter.
And here's a note to self here. Now they have 2 timeouts left to go in case this ball game goes longer and it comes to the end of the game here, and they don't have if they don't have that timeout left for them.
Did we call that or did they?
They called it.
So I thought I heard him say Longview.
No,
the referee pointed.
The
he
play
pointed.
clock was down to 1.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
And so here's that. You call that, and it's third and 15 here, and you call a timeout here. If you don't get any type of yardage here, that makes that timeout a waste, in my opinion. Even if you go for it on 4th down.
We are 3.5 hours into this stream. The 4th quarter just started.
It's kind of like almost like that Dodger game that was the other night. They went 18.
Don't
they
say
went 18
stop.
innings. But guess what? We have a game 7. Them Dodgers won tonight.
We don't need a 12 overtime game here tonight. We got too much to do tomorrow. Oh boy.
All right, I say that because I am a Dodger fan. My team is going to game 7.
3rd down and 15. Let's try it again. Bay back to pass. Got some time. Flush to his left. Comes up the middle. Avoids defenders. You got to be kidding me.
No holding?
15. 10.
Oh, no late hit. No blindside hit.
They are holding flag. No, that doesn't mean there isn't a penalty. There's just no flag on the ground.
There's nothing. I mean, there's a late hit. I mean, there's a blindside hit. Holdings. Referee just opened his mic and says first down.
Yeah, at the 7-yard line. He gains 27, and he is so athletic. You can see why Tennessee wants the kid. Whether he plays quarterback, receiver, whatever it is, his ability to get away from people is outrageous. Longview trying to hustle guys in. They got extra men on the field. That's 12 men on the field.
And no flag still.
Asuko's trying to go forward and gets to the 5-yard line. I didn't see a flag for 12 on the field.
Oh, my goodness. This is comical.
2-yard gain, 2nd and goal.
This is by far, and I typically don't.
Don't
like
even
Frank
do it
said,
now. Don't even do it now.
No, man.
We're all watching.
This is absurd, man.
Oh, wait, he is going to speak.
No, he did not call it.
What? No, he's got to be doing something.
He's counting now.
Why's the clock stopped?
My goodness.
This is the most confusing thing I've ever seen.
What is going on here?
Yeah, we got a lot of disconnect between the officiating crew and the clock operators. 2nd and goal. Bay up the middle to the 3, maybe the 2. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, my goodness, man. 3rd down here. 4 down territory for sure. 2 yards to go here for them to be able to get a touchdown and go back up on top. You know they bring in some big time, some big time offensive linemen here.
They brought in Marcus Page, the extra offensive tackle,
and we come back with the same thing here.
So 3rd down and goal at the 2. Longview has not trailed since the 2nd quarter. Actually, the end of the 1st quarter. They hand off Asuko, nothing doing. 4th and goal coming up, no gain.
Good stop there by the defense. Now you know what they're going to do now. They're going to put the ball in their best player's hands, give him a 2-way go situation here as they substitute, get some receivers in the game. The big-time offensive lineman looks like, another offensive lineman looks like he's staying in.
They're not sure. Woodward's trying to figure out what do I do, and he's the guy that got just nailed on the other side of the field on that big catch at 4th down. So he's been back in the game. That's a good thing.
And you probably wonder why they're not kicking it. I wouldn't kick it either because if I don't get it, you got to go the length of the field now to go score. And there's a receiver at the top. Nobody's covering him now. KD's going out there with them.
Yeah, somebody better find him. Now they're going to empty the backfield. Bay trying to make it on his own, and he does.
Almost got him.
He's so slithery. He got away from 2 defenders, and they're back on top for the first time in 3 quarters.
Just like we said earlier in the game, it's going to come down now probably who has the ball last or who comes away with the more stops here. And, man, this has been a back and forth type of game, type of emotions, too.
An uncharacteristically bad quarter and a half here for the Lobos.
Or who recovers onside kicks. That's been the killer. We haven't had our offense on the field in forever.
And they've had 2 turnovers now. They
come up the middle again. There's flags again.
So 2 turnovers brings it 3-3.
Yep.
If you're giving them those 2 yards, they're going to go for it. You're going to have to stop doing that at some point. They will make you pay. Unless they drew us off. We'll see. Oh, no. Let's see if they change their mind. He's picking up the tee. Let's see.
I just got to move it forward a couple yards.
No. There's movement. We just made the – oh, no, they're waving them away. I almost sent the O-line back out. All right.
Yeah, the offense thought about it.
They did.
55-49. And we let them kick it this time, and it's good. 56-49. They have scored in bushels here in this second half. They've outscored the Lobos 35-7 in this second half, and Longview's got a lot of work to do. 9:05 left, down by 7. We'll take the break. We're coming right back.
In Longview, we know what it means to chase greatness. We've tasted the glory of state championships, and we've pushed through the weight of adversity. For a town that's often overlooked, our pride runs deep. At Longview Eye Associates, we believe in seeing the end goal clearly, whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life. Because just like the Lobos, we never stop reaching for higher expectations. Longview Eye Associates, proud to care for our community, proud to support the Longview Lobos.
Alrighty, welcome back. Crazy game here at North Forney. That last drive, by the way, 7 plays, 29 yards, thanks to the recovered onside kick. And, Lobos got to get the ball. That's our first thing. The last 3 drives have been theirs.
Feels like we haven't had the ball in about a good 15 to 20 minutes.
Just for the sake of keeping the defense a little bit more fresh. We're going to need them. I mean, now we need points.
Guardiola's kick. This time he's going to boom one. We didn't have anybody back. Carter's going to go all the way back to the 5-yard line. And we'll get to the 22. All right, well, we got the offense out there finally anyway. We'll look at that as a positive and move on.
Definitely there. Let's see how fresh the offense is, and let's see what this defense is going to try to do to stop what's been working for these Lobos.
All right, let's go. They're going to put, actually, 25-yard line? How did they get it out that far? How do we get it to 25? I don't know, but I guess we'll take that.
I guess.
It sure looked like he was down about the 22-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
So 1st and goal, how about to the ground? And a little stumble that time. It's at Mason for about 4.
They're saying the ball's out.
Yeah, they're saying 2nd down. Lineman down on this side said 2nd down. So 4-yard gain, 2nd down. And we'll make it 2nd and 6. I think Longview would, A, like to slow this thing down, B, give that defense time to sit down, even if you got to run a couple plays.
Definitely.
I know you're behind, but you can't let the defense go back out there gassed like they are right now.
Got to play complimentary football. The defense, they deserve a rest, and you deserve to go out and go make some plays on offense.
Hobbs to the left, Herndon to the right, Glaive in the slot. Ground again, Mason. First down, cross the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Good run there by Mason, cutting the ball up the field, finding his hole and being able to explode through it. Comes away with the first down here. Now the offense can, start feeling good about the seven. Here's an injury timeout, and the player, he gets back up here, so he's going to run off the field.
He didn't want to go off the field. 31 is one of those linebackers, Sinchar Cambray, who's the guy who kind of got banged up. So they'll get him off the field. The rest of the team needs to stay out there. This isn't a timeout. And so here come the Falcons back onto the field. Lobos trailing by 7, 8-11 left to play in this game. Mason in the eye. Cummings in front of him. Hamilton taking a peek at the sideline. That's Keelan right up the gut. He will fall forward to the 45-yard line, and they'll grab up another 8.
The fullback dive keeper is an excellent play there. Comes away with 8 yards up the seam there. He's exploded through it, and Trey looks like he's signaling into his guys. Let's get back up on the line.
Let's do it again. Same look. They're going to look back to the sideline again.
Jaden Herndon is up top on an island in man coverage.
Talking to his guys here.
This time Mason. Little head of steam through the line and into North Forney territory at the 46-yard line.
With the head of steam, able to explode up the field. Comes away with another first down here. Gets the ball past midfield as we line back up under center here.
Goes for 9 on that play.
All right, check this out here. You got 9 players in the box. And what I mean in the box, you see 11 players. You see all of them inside 5 yards.
Back to Cummings for a couple, maybe the 44-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8.
Now, if you go back again to this look, especially on this drive right now, you try to get your boys back up. Now you start to wonder, they playing man-to-man. Here we go. We're changing things up now. Keelan is limping a little bit, maybe got bumped up a little bit. He's going to be all right.
Now, if you guys have noticed, in the trenches, it's starting to get a little bit chippy down there. They just had our offensive lineman on the ground kind of wrenching around in his face mask. I didn't see it.
Sean Davis checks in. He splits out wide right. Herndon in the slot right.
Under 6 minutes and a half left.
This time it's Hamilton. And he gets nothing. Got tripped up before he could get going. That's that linebacker, Kobe Jackson, had got him. That's a loss of a yard. Now it's 3rd and 9.
That was a big-time play by that backer who was in a two-way situation there, who was pretty much there to kind of stop the pitch. Trey cuts it up, and he cuts them legs off, and that comes away with the loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 9 here, and you got your speed guys coming in, so you know it's an obvious pass situation.
Barring a negative play, almost no chance for punting here.
Mason out into the game. Caden Graves, he's in the backfield right now. Look for wheel route. And here we go. Hamilton back. Throws one. Caught. Herndon falling down right past the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that was a big-time play there. That was a play that we ran early in the game there where Herndon ran an in or some type of deep hitch route, found the open seam there, and he was left wide open. Again, when Trey needs a big play, he's been finding Herndon. You would think somebody would cover Herndon, but that is a win for us and Herndon and the Lobos and Hamilton.
6 for 171, 5th most in a single game by a Longview receiver ever. Back to the ground, that's Graves to the 30-yard line, now 31-yard line for a gain of 3.
Good strong run there by Graves, exploding up the field. Off the zone read there, come away with the gain, a positive gain of 4 yards on that play.
Hamilton's thrown for 346.
I'm not sure my blood pressure can take an overtime game here, Keaton.
2nd down and 7. Frazier into the game. Quick toss. Herndon makes the catch. Avoids a defender. 25 spins. Knocked out of bounds. 22. That's a first down.
Excellent job there getting the ball to your receiver in space. Nobody is lined up over him. close enough to him. He's able to catch it, get the ball upfield, comes away with the first down just outside of the red zone at the 21-yard line. And here we go, 4.5 minutes left to go in this ball game.
We keep on going back to it. Herndon now 7 for 181. He just passed Eric Hawkins for third place all time in a single game.
Not by a sophomore, just in general, correct?
Ever. He's 4 yards away from the number 3 spot. 3, 2, 1 are all Camden Perry.
And here we go. We may have to get a timeout here. And there we go.
Yep,
we needed it.
Ran out of play clock time. So they'll take a timeout with 4:25 left to play in this one. First down and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You score here, depending on how much time you run off the clock. I'm kicking the field goal, tie this game up.
The point after, you mean? Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, the point after. I'm tying it up. I want to let my defense play, come away with this. Hopefully, come away with the stop. Put a spy on Legend, who's is going. They may be trying to run it, but at the same time, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't try to get outside of us.
No, we got 21 yards to work with first.
We got a lot to work with.
Yeah, let's get that 21 yards.
And also too, depending on the timing, if we take 2 minutes or more off this clock, then you want to think about going for an extra point. Those are things to think about going for 2. Those are things to think about later. But first thing you got to do is get there.
Graves back into the game in the backfield. Davis split out wide. Herndon in the slot again. Now they'll empty it. Hamilton looking. Now he'll run. Boy, got hit right at the 20-yard line. A little hesitation on what to do. And that let the linebackers close on him. That's Armand Alexander on the tackle.
You think maybe if he would just cut back or gave a little dead leg there and follow that block there, he would probably got a little bit more running game there, as that was a delayed draw.
Okay, we've got second down and 8. Ball at the 19-yard line. Hamilton to Frazier, flag down line of scrimmage. This one's probably going to come back. Now let's see if they got offside or if we moved.
Offsides again on North Forney here. Referee is signaling immediately. That is the play there. We're going to take 5 yards.
Yep, there it is. So we'll pick up 5 on this. Thank you. And make it second down and manageable. Ball up at the 14-yard line now.
Looked like there was the nose guard, too, as he was lined up directly over the center with his head over the ball there. So I don't know what he was thinking about, but you gave us 5 yards.
Yeah, we would have had third down and long. Instead, we've got a second down and 3 with 3:41 left. Hamilton back to pass, 3-step drop, going back of the end zone. Touchdown Lobos!
Back of the end zone is where you can find me talking about Jaden. Pitch and catch, easily touchdown. Gets the Lobos within 1 point. Here comes the field goal team to tie this ball game up with 3:29 left to go in this period.
Herndon, 8 for 195. Only man on the list ahead of him is Camden Perry. Twice. He had a 201 and a 220. The way this game's going, he may still get more chances. Point after try. Ayala's kick is up. And he missed it. He missed it to the left. You got to be kidding me. We got a 56-55 score with 3:29 left in this game.
I think we've been perfect from extra points all season long. Come away with the bad miss, the bad time in the game. Down by 1 with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left. All 3 timeouts left and the 2-minute timeout here. What would the Lobos cook up right now here? Are you going to kick it deep? You're going to onside. I guarantee you they're going to have all their players up, so you may see a pooch kick down there.
Well, in my mind now, we're playing with being down. We have only 2 timeouts. We'll have the 2-minute stoppage. I don't know why I wouldn't onside kick here.
Wait, How do we have 2 timeouts when the referee signaled that they took the timeout?
Well, we called one at the end of a play clock running
right,
out,
we
too.
did. But why the heck?
They should have 2 also.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Of all things, I did not see that coming. But as far as tonight's gone, added to the list, right?
Herndon with his touchdown reception. That's 3 on the evening for Jaden. That gives him 9 on the year. For touchdowns passing tonight, Hamilton's got 5. I don't have that one in front of me of what the school record is for touchdown passes in a game, but I'm guessing he's probably getting close. Yeah, well, North Forney's figuring the same thing. 10 guys up, 1 guy back.
Definitely a check with me is going to be called here. What I mean, we're going to see how we're going to line up, and then how they're going to line up, and then you're going to see Coach Berry or Coach Ranklin, and they're going to signal to them what to do. Here comes the signal here. Look like it's going to be...
They're going to put it in between everybody. 25-yard line. They'll scoop it up and walk out of bounds, so no risk of a fumble. Smart play. It'll be at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. That's where North Forney's going to get it with 3:29. Nothing went off the clock.
The passing touchdown record is 5, currently held by both Haynes King and Desmond Chumley.
And
now Trey
Hamilton.
Correct.
Got company at the top. Down by 1. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in this game here. You got to know what they're going to go to. They've been having success with 3 guys running for over 100 yards tonight. This is a good time for us to come away with the stop.
370 yards passing today for Trey Hamilton. That passed Haynes King's 2nd spot on the list. Hamilton still trails the 425 day that Haynes had back in 2018 against Beaumont Westbrook, I believe state championship game. Handoff, first down, no way. No way. Flag, 2 of them back in the backfield. This one's coming all the way back.
Tell you what, we needed that, a big negative play.
And that's going to mark 10 yards off as that holding. Once the reason why you have a holding there at that time, the play is designed to go up the middle, and once the running back bounces and the defense reacts to that, a lot of times you get the offensive player who's already holding them. They're pulling them, and that is an easy call for holding every single time.
So we'll go back 10 yards instead of Woodard picking up about 40.
Still going to be a tall task stopping this team, but 1st and 20 gives you a little bit more hope, and if you're the Lobo defense, you've got to be aggressively punching at this football.
Ball back at the 13-yard line. Woodard's got 9 for 189. Bay 15 for 180. Asuko 11 for 125.
And we're far away from feeling good about ourselves and coming away with the stop here, as we have given away big-time yardage tonight here. We need to come away with stops.
494 on the ground for North Forney. 1st and 20.
Good stop.
Well, that one hit in the backfield. They're going to go back a few yards. The 9-yard line is where that one's going to end. Price and Horton on the tackle.
Good job there by the defense playing with their hats on fire there by the D-line. Getting down there to make a stop. Comes away with a timeout right here. 1 timeout left to go in the game here. 3:06 in the ball game here. Again, the clock will stop at the 2-minute timeout or the 2-minute warning, 2-minute break, however you want to call it.
What we have right now is 2nd down and 23 when we come out of this timeout. Lobos down 56-55. What are the chances if you play the game, you're going to see that score? North Forney's seen it twice this year. Once they lost, this one they're winning.
Yep.
And ironically, they lost because they missed the extra points to tie it at 56.
Long way to go in this ball game here.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
With 3
insane,
minutes,
isn't it?
with 3 minutes left to go here. If you get a stop here, take another timeout. Come away with the stop on 3rd down. you're going to get the ball before the 2-minute timeout.
You know, I will say, regardless of what happens, this has been one of the most entertaining nights of football I've ever seen.
Or frustrating if you're a Lobo fan. It was great, and then it's not. 2nd and 23. To the ground they go. Woodard again. He ran into his blocker, and the Lobos just got to hang on. They don't have to rip for the ball, although they're trying to.
And coach is calling that last time out.
He comes running out with 2:53 left.
Clock is steady running.
Running.
Yeah.
It's been doing that all night.
It ran an extra 3 seconds
Yes.
off. The ball was
I've got it
stopped
for
at the
6.
18-yard
When I saw
line.
Coach Barry in the officials, I believe he did correct it, but I couldn't hear what he said to correct it to.
2:57. They put it back.
That's exactly where I was,
All right,
2:56.
third down here is a big-time play that you need here. This North Forney team, don't get cute, because if you get cute and don't come up with anything, you give us that ball back here. So
on the flip side, you got
looks like there's a player down.
One of the most athletic.
So is it official timeout?
There is a chance that we get this timeout back.
Yeah, is it an official timeout? Because you got a player hurt.
You know there's no chance that scoreboard's going to be correct.
But inside of the 2 minutes, that's the only time that the timeout will go towards the team of the injured player. So not sure if they just gave us a timeout or what's going on here.
And a Woodard who got blown up around the goal line on a play that he caught in the third quarter, I think is the player maybe down again. They've got a 3rd down and 15. So if you're North Forney, you're playing the game of, I got to get this first down, and I can't let the Lobos have the ball back, which means I'm probably throwing the football here. However, incomplete stops the clock, but that's really incidental. You got to get the first.
Yeah,
and it is Woodard. They're walking off the field, this time with no weight put on that leg at all.
And if you're the Lobo defense, whoever's tasked with spying Legend Bay cannot get too aggressive. You're willing to give him 11 yards here. Just don't over pursue here.
Yeah, you're right. This is where Legend Bay is the most dangerous.
And here they go, lining up fast here. Trickery formation here.
Oh, boy.
They're trying to find everybody. They got 6 men in this formation. They get the ball to Bay, I believe, as a receiver. He's going to have a first down and more. Somewhere there's got to be. They weren't lined up right. But instead, they get the ball to Bay, who catches it and gets to the 35-yard line and gets the first down. The Lobos were not even close to being ready.
Man, a trickery play that they lined up fast, threw it, and was able to get the first down. Now they can afford to run a lot of time off this clock here before they give it back to us.
They got to run a play here, and then we'll get the stop at the 2-minute mark. They're down to 2-1, and they snap the ball. Handoff, Asuko, no gain or a yard at most. Now they're going to run it down to the 2-minute warning time, and that'll be the last time we can stop the clock. Crazy.
Crazy. Had a chance to come away with the stop there and give us up a big-time first down, the biggest first down of the night here.
Give the coaches some credit on the North Forney side. They rushed him out, and they rushed him out after a really elongated timeout with an injured player. The Lobos kind of, I'm not going to say lollygag getting out, but they weren't anticipating what was about to happen.
Definitely.
And when they got out there, they got this crazy formation of 3 guys split on one side and 3 guys split on the other. They can't find Bay, who they hit pretty well, and then throw the ball out to him, and he just does the rest. Picks up, they needed, 15? He picked up 18.
Man, it's tough stop there.
And so now Longview's going to have to come away with the ball somehow.
Can't give up any first downs as you give yourself limited amount of time left to work with on this clock.
2nd down and 9. Bay keeping it himself, and that's going to be the ball game. He's got a first down and more. Still going, 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 27 as he just dances his way down the field, and there's really nothing the Lobos could have done about him.
Unable to stop the run on that play has been a recipe for what we haven't been able to do all night long. come away with the big-time first down, and that just about wraps this up. It put this game out here, give us opportunity we desperately miss. Up 21, you would think you can take this game home.
I guess did they stop the clock and nobody left the sideline?
They went out of bounds.
Yeah, I know, but the 2-minute thing is usually giving you time to go to the sideline or whatever. And there's going to be a rain. We got blocked that's 35 yards down the field. So he took a Lobo into the end zone on a block. Gain of about 5, 6, 7 for Osoku. Bay now with 217 yards. Woodard had 193. Jeez.
Minute and 23 seconds left and counting. We cannot stop the clock here. Second down. If you don't come away with the turnover here or come away with some type of fumble or mishap, this game just about wraps it up. Tough loss for the Lobos if it comes to that.
42-21 at halftime, and it got blown up in the second half. These guys went for 45 in the second half. 35 in the second half. They outscored us 35-13 in the second half.
A game of second half adjustments. You gotta give this North Forney team credit. A team that was down 21 had a chance to cut that to 14 by halftime. We was able to come away with a big time stand, but man, they came out second half guns blazing, scored 4 times to our 1, tied it up, scored another touchdown to begin the quarter. We marched off a lot of time. With 3 minutes and a half left, we wasn't able to get a stop as we missed our point out the score, and they take a knee here. One more, and that'll be it. Tough loss here.
On a night when Trey Hamilton and Jaden Herndon flirted with the top of the record books for passing yardage, the defense just could do nothing with this North Forney running offense.
How close did we get to 1,000 total yards? Do you have that?
Well, I've got them with 687, and us with, we're well over that. We got about 140 on the ground. We had about 510 yards of offense, and they had about 690 yards of offense. So we're closer to 1,200 yards of offense. We went way over 1,000. Clock rolling down the last 5 seconds. North Forney, which got shut out in Longview a year ago, 21-0, gets involved in their second 56-55 game of the season. This one they win as they drop the Lobos now to 5-4 on the year and 3-2 in district play, with the season finale against Royce City lined up for next Friday night.
Tough loss for the Lobos. You got a chance here to take advantage of next week is senior night against Royce City. One more game before we go into the playoffs. But we got to take care of business and win that game to be able to punch our tickets. 5-4 in the season. It's a disappointing way for the Lobos right now, but we're still in the driver's seat with our playoff hopes here, as we're capable, of playing with anybody that's out there, but we just got to put it together.
40 carries, 542 yards. They averaged 14 yards a carry. 2 93-yarders will do that to you. Woodard had one in the first quarter. Asuko had one in the third quarter. That's 186 of that 542 yards on 2 plays.
Tough loss there. You definitely got a lot of plays that you left out there. Got a lot of plays that you definitely want back from a defensive perspective. You just got to be able to, correct your mistakes, move forward from this one here. You can't look back on what has happened here, but you can if you're trying to get better.
Well, 8-1 now for the North Forney Falcons as they improve to 4-1 in district. They are lined up for a district championship. And for the Lobos now, it's a matter of you needed a Forney loss somewhere in there. We've picked up a second loss now And so it looks like the Lobos are going to go in as the second seed. If indeed you got to finish it off next week, got to be Royce City.
Yeah, next week is not guaranteed. We're not in yet. We got to win next week to put ourselves into the playoffs. It is a game that we desperately needs. As man, we lost a tough one tonight.
Yeah, very tough game. All right, 56-55, the final for at least Trey Hamilton and Jay Nerner. We can look at some bright sides anyway. Trey, 15 of 19, 370, and a school record tying 5 touchdowns. Jaden, 8 catches, 195, and 3 scores. Caden Graves had 2 for 79 and a touchdown. Javier Glaive had 2 for 74 and a touchdown. And the Lobos put up big numbers on offense, but that third quarter was their undoing. They got outscored 28-7 in the third quarter, and they stole a couple possessions. 2 onside kicks they grabbed. We never got the offense back on the field. We did it once to them in the second quarter. They did it twice to us in the third quarter. That's the difference. That and a missed point after, which would have tied this game up.
Talk about momentum, and momentum is what they took with them. They took it in the second half, and they never gave it back to us. We had a chance to tie the game up, and man, special teams shows you how special they are. You had 3 opportunities there. You gave away. You let them get 2 onside, and then you missed an extra point here that caused you to lose that game.
Looks like Forney with a win over. Forney with a win over Tyler Legacy, 48-27. Rockwall Heath wiped out Rockwall, so Rockwall is, I guess, done for the playoffs. 47-41 was the final Heath won.
I just want to say, Coach King he just came in here and winked at us, so he hates the loss, but to see a wink and a smile from him, he knows that, this ball club is going to be all right going forward.
4 losses, 11 points on the year.
Yes, crazy. Total 11 total points.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. My goodness. what a number.
All right, we're done. For our camera crew and us up here in the booth, Keaton Daniels, Frank Sides, I'm Chuck Zach. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a marathon. Certainly not the way we wanted to end, but we got one more week left in the regular season to fix it all for the playoffs. Hopefully we'll do that next Friday, 7:30. We're on the air for the game. Pregame probably around 6:15 next week. There you go.
Go Lobos.